Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. Today, we are revisiting one of our old favorites, Summoner Wars, published by Plaid Hat Games, originally in, feels like 2010-ish. Let me look.
It does feel like that. I played a ton of this game
and then
in my life.
Recently, this year, I'm not 100% sure of the full status of it, but did a second edition.
Yep.
I think it's out.
There was a launch. I'm almost 100% certain that it's out. People have said that it's out. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to find.
What's up, everybody?
We have a copy.
How are you?
See? Here. Look, second edition.
How's everyone?
Which I'm excited. 2009. Okay, so my first experience with this, just for a little history, we opened our local store.
Around quick.
It was fast.
Because it launched second edition, and it's already out?
I think so. It was supposed to originally come in May, but they've had so much, as so many people, COVID shipping delays, ports, that kind of thing. It's been affecting Ashes quite a bit, which I'm more familiar with. But
impressive.
So this game came out in 2009, and then my first exposure to it, we opened our local store in Tulsa in 2012.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think of the guy, dark hair. He was in the store a lot up front. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, I just drew a blank on the name.
Derek.
Anyways. What'd you say?
Derek.
It's not Derek. He also brought Cards Against Humanity for the first time, which is a game I wanted to not like. That's neither here nor there. So, Summoner Wars, though, it was like during this haze of the first year of the store, we were working a lot in the store.
Yeah.
And like that's where I first played Descent. I had all kinds of things being thrown at you because you're just there all the time.
People came in and they were like, "Have you played this?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing." It's like when you watch them. Yeah, have you seen this movie? No,
but they have it with them.
And it's like, well, we have nothing else to do.
And
you're the only person here.
And they need someone else to play it with. So they're like, here's your opportunity. Anyways, so someone brought Summoner Wars in, and it was a game that really just hadn't seen at all.
I didn't even know Plaid had existed.
Yeah,
and we were new.
And we so had a lot of fun with it back then. As a game, you can kind of just play over and over again. And then later would really get to know Plaid Hat a lot better when Ashes came out. I remember seeing that Ashes box for the first time at Gen Con. It was just like, this is what I've been missing in my life.
And I don't know who it was. I think that Brenton's really into Summoner Wars for a time as well.
Absolutely.
And I was playing this a lot. I don't know when that was. It was in the store. But I was playing this a lot. And I thought this was one of the best game systems that I had played. And I thought, well, I'm young and inexperienced. It's just because I haven't played a lot. But even still, I look back on it and think the tidiness and simplicity of this, how they balanced it, I have no idea. Because the starting positions are different and the abilities are different. It's
part of the balance was the lack of custom, like deck building.
Yes, for sure.
So you balance a whole deck, and it's a different thing. But our plan for today, schedule for today, is to revisit 1.0. Steve and I are going to shake off the rust. And then open up, check out 2.0, and see how it compares. So be a little bit of learning in this first game and a little bit more learning in the second game because things have changed. I watched a handful of videos. I played the app before the game came out. Got a sneak peek of it. And
for 2?
For 2.0? Mm-hmm. And I remember at the time thinking, oh, this is the game I remember. It's just way cleaner and smoother. And there were a couple of key changes. So I'm curious to go back and get the 1.0 experience right before trying to play 2.0.
This, Alan, with the question that's really important.
Oh, goodness.
Is it a board game or a card game? I actually have a good answer to this. This is a board game. So there you go.
Yeah?
Solved it. Yeah.
I think it's a card game.
I feel like, so at this point in my life, having
it's a board game.
Having played some amount of card games,
it's a board.
I don't think there are card games that don't have some kind of a customized deck option, whether the system, like Keyforge, is customizing it for you, or you as the player is customizing it for you. But if there is a static piece of, stack of cards that are always doing the same thing and always going to play the same way, I think that's a board game, playing on a board, 100%.
I mean, I think
Fight me. Dare you.
Capital C card game, to me, involves building a deck before you show up. But then Keyforge is the exception because it feels like a card game, but you don't do any of that. You at least pick your deck, I guess.
And it Keyforge feels like you're playing a card game, right? You have all these things, you've got costs that you've got to manage, and when's the sequence going to happen, and these kinds of things.
The difference for Keyforge with me is that there are enough unique decks that it imitates a card game. Whereas there are a very fixed number of decks in this game.
Yeah.
Like if there are only 12 decks of Keyforge that came out every 6 months, that's less of a card game.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, there has to be a random element you can't always account for from an opposing deck.
The customization.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there we go. We defined it 100%. Also, is that Kickstarter live? It was all the talk in our Discord the other day. The SoulForge one. Is that Kickstarter?
Is it live? No.
People were talking about it.
It's pre-live. You know, it's like the sign up to be notified when we go live.
Pre-live, cool. So that's something else that I just found out about here in the last couple of days.
I'm excited to try
also a question, board game or card game? Because it's like, and it's also on the app. So it's like, well, where is all this stuff going to live? And does it matter? No.
It's the only use of words is to communicate and to convey meaning.
Wow. Put that in your memoir.
So that's right. I'm trying to load enough of those in. So eventually when whoever's writing it.
He was so wise.
Anyways, but really, when we say a card game, it only matters if I say that and you know what it means.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, you want to play this card game? That's the only time that matters.
Well, I do. The
Let's
answer
do
is
it.
always yeah.
So, all right.
Who's your favorite faction?
Well, I have no idea.
Choose one of these. You can be the Benders. I remember liking them a lot because they're like all adapty and weird. Mountain goat people there.
I have so much more tabletop experience.
Sunderved.
This looks like that one faction.
Takulu
in Warhammer. The white.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know.
The collective.
I never played as them.
Yeah, I did, and I forgot. Shadow Elves. You don't seem like a Shadow Elf kind of guy. You also don't seem like a Goblin kind of guy. I would take you for Mountain Warrior.
That was kind of, whatever. What's this?
Or Tundle is that guy.
Summoner of the Deep. What?
The Deep.
I can't quite understand what
he's
doing.
The Deep. You know, it's like kind of the deep dwarves probably. These are like the deep dwarves, I think.
I'm gonna take Takulu.
Okay.
Summoner of the Benders.
I'll take the deep dwarves. No, I want to take the goats. I want them to be the goats. So I'm gonna be Sunderved here, and you're playing.
I think I like these guys when we played back in the day.
Yeah. Let's not get the things we like.
Takulu. Summoner of the Benders.
Takulu. Phoenix Elves. You did like the Phoenix Elves.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I saw that purple guy and I was like, yeah.
It's almost too on the nose for us, honestly. It's just like, this is too much.
All
right, let's zoom in. Let's look at this board here. So this is a Summoner Wars board. This is one of the great things about the game. You come in feeling great about it because it's a nice board. It's got all these battle plans on it and tactics and mountains. And then you've got nice places for your magic, your discard, and your draw pile. So the game's telling us what to do. Zach, can you notice through the setup here? Now, this is one of the kind of the classic things. It tells you where your stuff starts on your little setup card here. It's going to list the 4 on your side of the board.
Do we have the ability to pop those?
I wonder if those are in the system. Bryce, do you have any
Takulu
starting setup cards? If you do, we can pull one up. If not, you can kind of see it here.
Essentially,
what we're working with.
Here. I'm going to read you the game setup. Ready?
Okay.
Unfold the battlefield. Place it flat.
Good.
Remove the dice and moon markers. Done.
Done.
Each player chooses a deck. Check. Every deck includes a reference card. Keep that handy.
And here's our wounds, just in case you guys want to see them.
Yep.
Right? Wounds. Classics.
Then reference card, it puts their starting setup cards on the battlefield as shown in the reference card. So I have my reference card here.
So basically your first 4 rows are going to be determined, and it tells you. So like I have B in my top left here, and that's where Sunderved is going to go.
Yeah, so like my summoner goes there. What's B?
I put a rusher here. 3 over.
A controller.
And about this time when you start playing Summoner Wars, you realize you're getting excited. Because this is a cool, different kind of thing. I don't think there is a better positional card game. I remember being very struck by the walls and how all the positioning worked.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, so think about this right now. How do you as a designer think through this starting setup in a way that is actually able to yield like this is a balanced way for this faction to start the game?
I have no idea.
Right? Doesn't that blow your mind?
It's very different. I remember
maybe they just guessed.
Playing this the first time was like big system shock. I had never played a card game that cared so much positionally.
Yes.
And we had just come off of playing a whole bunch of Monster Apocalypse, which was entirely a positional game. So it was really appealing, and then it was also not super expensive to get into. So it was like triple crown at that moment.
Yeah, they got the triple. They got the triple crown. It's good way to put it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, I think we did it. Rusher, warrior. Oh, brute. I'm missing a brute. B equals warrior. C equals brute. Yep, got it. 2 warriors. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
All right.
If you screw that up, the whole game
on the back
is
of that
invalid.
card is your little reference for the turn.
Oh, right.
It's the phases of the turn.
See, man, they were onto some stuff here.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Full play set in that core set. You know what's up. All right. Let's see. Starting setup, etc., etc. Players shuffle the remaining cards and place them face down in the draw pile section. So you shuffle and put them on that little.
Shuffle this and put them face down. Okay.
Then each of us is going to roll a die. High roll wins. I got a 5. Feeling pretty good. All right. Highest roll choose who will take the first turn. Reroll ties. The player takes the first turn, must skip phases 1 through 3 of the turn sequence. So I'm going to let you go first, and I'm going to walk you through it.
Okay.
So you'll skip phases 1 through 3.
That's right. And then, so I'm going to move. I can do any attacks, which is, I remember it's so fascinating with this one that you can attack on the first turn, and these opening setups are really, really interesting. Like, do we have any way of actually achieving an attack? A lot of times the range people do, and you just get dunked on.
Right. All right, so we're going to skip the first 3 phases, which are draw, summon, and play event cards. So you're going to start with no cards in hand.
Okay.
The first thing you're going to get to do is movement. So
right.
We'll walk through this. I actually kind of really like this, even from a demo. You skip the maintenance stuff, and you're just immediately, here's how this works.
Let's move this around.
During the move phase, you can move up to 3 of your units. They may move up to 2 spaces each. Cards cannot move diagonally. You can't move through walls either. So, this as an example. 1, 2, or 1. Oh no. 2. Hold on.
Here, get a little slider card. If you need to flip the omelet there.
So you can move 3 units up to 2 spaces.
Okay, 3 units, 2 spaces. Now, what point of the game? As I remember it, it's to kill the opponent's summoner like their king.
That's right.
Chess.
Yeah, okay. And it's worth noting too. If you run out of cards in your deck, you don't reshuffle or anything, so you don't lose. But you basically at that point have to finish out the game with the cards on the table and in your hand.
Okay. So as a strategic mastermind, I'm going to choose a few to move here. I'm going to go. First of all, I'm going to reference my summoner card, because a lot of times they have these abilities. That are
sure.
Really
so who is your summoner?
So it's Sunderved, summoner of the mountain Vargath, the mountain Vargath. So this is a command ability. When attacking with a common mountain Vargath unit, so that's anything that's not a champion. These all say common of. If it's within 2 spaces of the hero, they get +1 attack. So I really want to be moving around with my goat army.
Okay.
And then each one of these units also is going to have an ability, of course, which this is kind of the onboarding. This is the hardest part of the game, is you have to understand what these guys are doing. So just understand my warriors, for instance, when attacking a common unit with this warrior, if it's on your opponent's side, if this is on the opponent's side of the battlefield, add 1 to the attack. So I want to be pushing ahead.
Nice.
As long as I get over the line, I'm looking good.
Also, let's pull your warrior up real quick. And I do want to walk this through.
The stat
fundamentally, so people can kind of follow.
Line, Aaron, we're going to play both today.
All right, so the warrior, see that big 1? That's the attack value. And then the 1 under it.
Little bottom left one there.
Is that right?
That's got to be the cost.
Is the cost, yeah, that's right. Then the little sword there means it's melee. Let me just confirm.
Yep. That all tracks.
Yeah. And if it has a bow and arrow, it means it can shoot. And things can shoot 3 spaces away. And then the filled in circles there next to the ram symbol is how much health that unit has. And then, of course, you have the text, as you would expect.
That's right. So I know my warriors want to go across the line and get attack value bonuses. My brutes have this knock around ability. After wounding a unit with an attack, if it's not destroyed, you can move it 3 clear straight line spaces. You can kind of knock stuff around. And then
that's a hilarious rules definition. Yeah. Clear 3 straight line, whatever you just said.
Yeah, just 3 straight lines. Somebody really had to think about how they wanted to say that. And then Rush says, when moving with this rusher during your movement, if it began its movement on your side, you may move it 2 additional spaces.
So it can move a lot.
So I'm going to take advantage of that here. So I'm going to go here. with the Rusher. I'm going to move it 2. And because it started on my side, I can move it 2 additional.
I like that.
So I'm actually going to go right into the pocket.
Yep.
Let's go.
So part of that's clogging the lane.
We got to clog them up.
I can't move through you, so like this can't do that move I was doing there. Okay,
exactly,
so that's your first move.
It's my first move. My second move, I definitely know that I want, if I'm going to be up on the board, I want Sunderved to get up there too. I've got this Rusher that's kind of blocking the way here now. So I'm going to move Sunderved up here too. Just to start to, I don't want him falling behind. That's how you lose with this faction, as I remember. And then I've got my warrior here. I don't really just want to give you a free shot without having to move for it. That's a problem in the game. It's like if you put your stuff in the way of their shots, they don't have to move so they can do other tactical things.
Yep.
So I'm going to push the right flank here. I'm going to go 2 up on my warrior over here as well. So those are my 3 moves for the turn.
Then we'll go to the attack phase. During the attack phase, you can attack with up to 3 different units that you control in your battlefield. The units that you choose to attack with do not have to be the same units you moved. No unit can attack more than once per attack phase unless an event or special ability directs otherwise, etc., etc. You may attack and destroy your own cards, but a unit cannot attack itself.
Sounds
and then
good.
you have melee, so it has to be adjacent, and adjacent's not diagonal, or ranged, which is within 3 spaces. And then when you do attack, you're basically going to roll dice equal to your stat, so whatever that big number is.
And we get dice back, you know, so nothing is certain in the game.
Yeah, it's not a card game anymore for sure.
Which really makes it really fun as much as infuriating.
Yeah, it's chess with randomness. There are 2 types of die results, so 3 or higher is a success, so 2 or lower is a miss. For every hit that you get, you're going to do damage to whatever you're attacking.
That's right. Yeah, easy enough. So all my stuff's melee. Like I said, I'm melee goats. So I've got a Rusher here, and I'm looking at, I have 2 options.
Cody.
Cody.
Cody was the guy's name.
It was Cody. Yeah, that
I was
sounds
like,
exactly
it starts with the C.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it this whole time. Cody. If you're out there, Cody, hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Session 0, also welcome. First time watching one live. This was a game I wanted to try back in the day, but all my friends were like, we have enough games to play. Never enough games to play. Session 0 says LOL. The game's phenomenal. Yeah, so welcome and come on in. So here's my choice here. So if I attack the Deceiver, I've got a 2-die attack coming back at me here. And then if you want to do anything else, you have to move for it. So you probably move this guy up and shoot across or whatever. If I attack this 2 here, it's a 2-cost unit. Also only has 1 health. So the value is here, but then I open up the lane where your Deceiver has a free shot. Deceiver has a free shot. You can move up controller. But I like this play the best. I always go for the value. So I'm going to take 1 die. 4, 5, and 6 hits.
3, 4, 5, and 6 hits.
3, 4, 5, and 6?
Slanted towards damage.
All right, so Rusher's going to attack controller here.
Give me that 1. Bam, 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 bam.
Like I said, fun.
I love statistical anomalies.
All right, so that's that.
Put that in the memoir.
Attack has been attempted, and then build magic is something I can do when I have a hand.
So
right?
yeah, build magic is during this phase, you can take any number of cards from your hand and put them face down on top of your magic pile. This builds up your magic, and for each your hand, so you can draw more. Because when you draw, which we'll get to in a second when I go to my turn, you actually draw up to 5 cards. So any cards you don't use, you put in the magic. But again, once you run out of deck, it's over. So you gotta be a little careful.
Be careful. You gotta be careful.
See this pass?
Now I'm passing you.
All right, over to me. So I'll get the first full turn. So now I'm gonna draw 5.
And how do we can draw walls and deploy them, right?
Oh,
they just deploy like regular units.
Yep.
Do they cost anything?
I
think they deploy for free.
I think so. We can look that up in a second. Next thing I can do is summon during this phase.
And can you move walls?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
Mobile walls. So I could summon, but you have to pay the magic cost to put them into play. I have no magic, so I can't play anything.
Yeah.
Then we'll get to the play event cards phase. I don't have any magic. I don't think I have any free events. I don't. So we will carry on. Then we come right back around to movement, which we're in the same boat we were in on your turn. I'm going to cover some of my units really quick. I was going to say Phoenixborn. My summoner, Takula, counter summon. Once per turn at the end of my attack phase, I can choose a unit within 3 clear straight line spaces. And Takula and spend a number of magic equal to the chosen unit's summon cost to discard that unit.
So you can just blink something out of existence.
Yeah, so if I was like here, it's within 3 straight line, I can pay 1 and just get rid of him at the end of the attack phase.
Gone.
Yeah, removed.
You get 3 attacks a turn as well?
Yeah.
Same movement? Yeah.
He's also ranged, so he can shoot from a distance. I also have the Deceiver out, They're these little one stat units. Common enemy units that begin a turn adjacent to this deceiver cannot move or attack during that turn.
Wow.
Yeah,
really punted that one.
You jumped right up in there.
He's still a clogger.
Yeah. Then my controller is this other unit.
That's a good unit, right?
Telekinetic Blast. After attacking with this controller, you may choose a unit that is within 2 spaces of this controller. Move the chosen unit up to 1 space. A controller cannot be moved using Telekinetic Blast. And that's what I have on the table. So
you can move your stuff or my stuff with those controllers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really important. As I remember. What's up, Ryan? So this is 1.0. We're going to play a round of 1.0. Then we're going to unbox 2.0 and take a look at that as well. We're just hanging out with Summoner Wars today.
All right.
I'm not in a rush. You in a rush? You want any coffee?
I got my teeth in, so I'm Invisalign.
Yeah, Grandma's got her teeth in.
Nicole Grahams. I'm going to move 3. I get to move 3 units, 2 spaces. Units, so I'll move the controller here. I'll move this. Oh no, wrong thing. That's a controller, not a deceiver.
Take your hand off the piece, so you've already moved it.
Yeah.
DQ.
Like you do.
DQ.
These deceivers are amazing.
Yeah, you can really clog some stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta watch out though.
I want to move my deceiver 3.
Now, when you summon, do you summon anywhere on your side of the board, right? Anything in your top 4? Or your back 4?
I thought you had to do a back. Let's see.
I remember it being really sneaky with the way you could summon stuff.
You must place a summon unit onto an empty space adjacent to a wall card that you control.
That's what it is.
If you do not control enough cards in your magic pile to play the cost, or there are no empty spaces, you cannot summon that unit.
Beautiful. So it's the walls. And let me see that while you're thinking.
Yeah.
Where to play the walls, I think, is anywhere in your back 4. Walls. Summon.
And ranged is just 3 spaces. Not even. It doesn't have to be a straight line, right?
Range has to be a straight line. You crazy?
Just
you shoot around the corner there.
Hey man, magic arrows.
No, I'm 99% certain that's true. I can look it up though.
All right.
I think you just play walls. There we are.
Just move there and there. And
yeah, during the event card phase, you can play a wall card onto your battlefield, any empty space.
Cool.
Your side of the battlefield.
All right. I have moved as I am going to move.
You have moved. All right, move on.
All right, then we'll go to the attack phase. So the first thing I'm going to do is attack with my controller.
Okay.
And I'll attack this thing. So I get 2 dice because it's my attack stat. 1 damage.
All right, we're
even.
even.
And then it has Telekinetic Blast. After attacking with this controller, you may choose a unit that is within... Oh.
Do you want to move this one?
I was going to try to move you, but that's okay. That is within 2 spaces of this controller. Move the chosen unit up to 1 space. So... We'll not trigger that.
All right. First mistake.
Then,
logged.
Let's go with this. I can attack with 3 things, right?
Yes.
Deceiver will attack here.
All right.
For 1. Missed. Then Takula will attack here for 2. 1. And then I will...
More dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'll probably hide your link there, Kyle. But apparently there's a Discord for Summoner Wars 2. You should be able to get that on Google and find that up if you.
I'm putting these 3 in my magic pile during my build magic phase,
okay.
And then I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay.
So then you draw up to 5.
Okay. And walls. Okay. Straight must be a straight line. Can't be through a wall, etc. All right. I draw 6. You said. Is that right?
5.
What's the mulligan?
No mulligan. Yeah, 5.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, Jeremiah, it'll automatically, if you try to post the link in the chat, YouTube automatically filters that out. So I don't know, Discord linked here. I don't know what that means. Okay, so we've drawn. Now we summon. Okay, I don't have any magic. Oh, wow. Oh. Well. Okay.
Gee
Can't
willikers.
summon. Then we can play event cards. Uh-huh. Okay.
Ogami Tringle says these first edition cards are so clumsy compared to the second edition. My intent is to play like one game of 1.0 and bounce over.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
And then really dive into 2.0.
Cannot move or attack? Well, what am I supposed to do with that rusher?
So what I thought I was doing here was going to punch this to move it here.
Yeah, that's very, very clever.
And then you would be stuck on both of those, and it would kind of clog the lanes. But I'm...
As you can tell, I'm...
not as smart as I thought I was.
more clever than ever. You see, I'm actually struggling to be... Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll go 2 there. 2 here.
Clogging my lanes.
I'm a value man, ultimately, aren't I?
Well, and the only place I can summon things are here right now.
Yeah. And we're going to shut that off as well. We'll just close in on you there. And then we'll go to the attack phase. I'm going to attack here onto your controller because I'm on your side of the battlefield. I'm going to add 1 to the attack value. So I got 2 dice coming in.
Whiff.
1 hit.
Gone.
Dead.
DED.
Sunderbed here is going to try to attack your deceiver there. And did it.
Barely.
Barely.
We're feeling great.
Yeah, looking good.
Way to go, team.
And then I guess I may as well. I can attack the wall. I forgot about that.
Yeah, get in there. Destroy my wall and I can't summon.
Attacking is not a common unit with this word. It's not a common unit. It's a wall. So warrior on the wall there. And a miss. Are these dice? Are these official Vegas dice?
I think they are. Yeah.
Balanced.
House always wins.
I feel like Colby put these on 1s and 2s. That's not.
Just to see people suffer. All right.
Okay, and then we go to building magic.
That's right.
Let's build.
Ray says the dead opponents go into your magic zone.
They do become magic. Yep.
Your magic or your opponent's magic?
I think they become my magic.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. It's the weirdest thing you get to do there.
Interesting.
Yeah. You make sure you fact check me on that, but I think that's right. Uh-huh. Yeah, place on top of the magic pile of the player attacking it.
So blowing up your own stuff could be really good.
It would be really good,
if you
right?
need a resource.
Can you not do that anymore?
In 2.0 you can't.
You can in this one?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it didn't feel right. Anytime you're attacking your own stuff, it kind of feels wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, Boltons exist.
Let's do... I just like these guys. Yeah.
You can kill your own units the next one. You just don't get the magic from it.
Cool.
That was a productive turn.
Let's do two more magic. Stacking them deep, selling them cheap kind of situation. Are they face up or face down? Does that matter? Did I show you? Let's see. It's always the small things.
I think it's face down.
Face down on top of your magic pile. This builds up your magic pile. Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to draw back up to 5. Hello. You. Hold on.
You know, you want to say that the problem could be the snowball of that, right? If I'm getting resources from eliminating your capability on the board so that I can play more things that eliminate your capability on the board, you would imagine.
Yeah. It would be very logical to me if the person losing the unit got it as magic.
Yeah, right? Because kind of an always catch-up thing.
If I'm getting board advantage, I'm giving you resources. But then it might be too even. Like you can't create an advantage. So I don't know. All right. Let's think. I like that. It is weird that the thing next to the attack stat is actually the cost. I'm curious to look at the template of the next one.
Like how the big thing isn't the cost?
Yeah. I'm used to the top left being the cost, and then
In all
also
of
the thing
games,
next to the sword is actually the cost.
Yeah. They probably had some testing on that early on, and it's like, well, the most important thing to everybody is the attack, you know?
All right. Interesting. Let's go.
And you draw up every time?
Up to 5, yeah.
That's why you gotta play that magic.
Let's pay 1 for a deceiver. I guess gets discarded now. And this is the choice, isn't it?
You got that champion yet?
No.
I'm gonna kill that champion.
Let's pay 2 for a breaker.
So you just lock this guy down forever, is what that looks like.
I'm gonna blow him up. Attempt to, at least. All right, let's go move here. Now we'll move here. And then it's interesting.
Puck, when your deck runs out, you just keep going, right? There's no reshuffle or anything like that.
You just don't. Yeah.
So you do have to care about efficiency for resource spend.
Let's do that. Then let's go to attackies.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. Then we go to event.
Yeah, that's right. You get some dad events.
Mm-hmm. Which I won't do. And then we will go to attacks.
You won't believe it, but Sir Nick Conley is in the chat right now.
What up, Nick?
Imagine Nick may have played a little Summoner Wars in his life.
Yeah. Did you work on 2.0? I'm curious. Because I know 1.0 was specifically a Colby design. But then I don't think the first edition box says it's designed by Colby.
Yeah.
But this looked like 2.0 was more of a group effort.
It didn't say anything.
We'll look at the rule book, see where the credits are. There's so much to this little game.
I know, isn't it great?
It drives me wild.
You basically have two modes. One is like really think about it, and the other one is just intuit your way through it, and you'll get about 80% there just based on like, I'm going to move close to what I can attack and do that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you'll lose the 20% of good players.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Takulu to attack this thing.
Okay. He's of no benefit to me anyway.
1 damage.
Okay, you got him.
All right, but I get him.
You get him, that's right.
I have captured him.
You're the captain now.
All right. Now I'm going to shoot with the controller here.
Okay. I really hope that doesn't work for you, to be honest with you.
1 damage.
Okay, great.
Which is perfect, actually.
Oh, wait.
After I attack with it, I can move a unit within 2 spaces 1. So I got your commoner next to my deceiver, of course. And then...
Boy, you're annoying.
Thanks. And then this deceiver is going to shoot this guy for 1. And I'd really like to hit him. Got him.
Is there crits in this?
No.
Crits don't do 2?
Not in this
Sixes
version.
don't?
So he's gone. And then we'll go to the build magic phase. In which case, I'll put these 2 down. Pass it over to you.
Draw.
I must say, I feel good about that turn. It's a great little game.
It's a great little
I forgot
game.
how much I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You hit me that box. I'm gonna start peeking.
Sure.
I'm just gonna try to. I want to see that rule book. See who worked on it. Puck says, "Got him." They still have the nice little half-size rule book. Uh-oh.
What happened?
This box just collapsed on me.
Oh, really? Get that U.S. manufacturing.
All right, let's see.
Andrew.
Yeah, right. All right. Ooh, man, look at the playtesters on this. This is the playtesting group.
That's a lot of people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Game design, Colby. Game development, J. Arthur Ellis. Illustrators, Martin Abel, Madison Johnson. Graphic designers, David Richards and Kendall Wilkerson. David Richards is, I think, heavily responsible for Ash's original design, like the templating and stuff. Editor, Jonathan Liu. Cultural advisors, Carrie Bridgewater, Dandy Wren, Calvin Wong, Jonathan Liu. And then a ton of playtesters. Let's see if I see anybody I know.
Okay. I got some play here. All right, let's spin
Thanks,
one.
Puck. It says I forgot to shackle.
One magic.
Look at my mind control. Can't you feel it?
One magic.
Like, Magneto over here.
For Russia there. One magic.
You just
Russia here.
I feel like we ended up on the opposite decks I would expect.
Oh man, no, I like goats. I play Greyjoy.
You're just playing aggro.
Yeah, I do play that.
You play them and they rush. That's what they do.
That's exactly right. You know what? Is it better?
That's right, Mike, I guess. If you didn't get magic from defeating stuff, the incentive to attack would be very low.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because otherwise you should really be attacking their summoner.
All right, then we've got event cards. And I'm going to play a few. So this is when you can play walls, which I'm going to do.
And it can go anywhere on your side of the board?
Yeah. Yeah, and these are good. These are decisions that we really have to...
You could be good at.
We really have to
but we won't be.
pay attention to. Yeah. They're all right there.
Yeah, because they block, but it also is where you summon.
They block and they block. You know,
So,
they
like,
block this, they block that.
And interesting thing about your placement though is like some of your stuff wants to start on your side of the board.
Yeah.
So that makes this position a bad summoning position.
Yeah.
Because it's my side of the board.
But these two are good.
Mm-hmm.
And they're one forward from the ability you would get anyway, right? So if it's back here,
Technically, if it was here, you could summon one guy in that slot.
Gross.
You figure it out.
Yep. I'm going to play Greater Command, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm playing Greater Command here. So all it does is it takes my command ability and pushes it to 4 spaces out. Gets +1.
Okay. And what is your command ability?
Just +1 to units that are within 2 of this guy.
So now it's within 4.
Now it's within 4. So we're going to do a big moment here. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Let's move this Rusher. It's going to get +2 because it starts on my side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They move 4?
Yeah, if they start on my side. Yeah. Same here.
You
1, 2, 3, 4. Getting rushed.
Not my deceivers.
This guy can't move.
Or attack.
And so we're going to reinforce with Brute up too.
I'm coming.
I'm knocking things down. All right, then we go to the attack stage. Rusher onto Deceiver with +1.
Come on,
courtesy
big
of
whiff.
my Greater Command. 2 hits.
And you
I'll
get a
take
magic.
that. Well, thank you. Rusher onto Controller. If you want to Deceiver up, it's fine. Maybe I should hit those Deceivers. That feels like my I don't like you on Deceivers. Let's call that Deceiver. Try to. 2 dice. We got at least 1 hit.
This is for you.
Thanks. And then we can build magic, which I'm not going to do. And then we will go to the next phase.
You got the iron price.
Over to you.
Magic.
That's right, yeah.
This is hilarious.
The red thing on that guy, Puck, is a health token. So most of Zach's stuff only has 1 health. It's got a little 1 bauble. If you pull up like
Breaker.
Bryce, pull up Breaker. It's got a little 1 blue bauble there. That means it can take 1 damage, so they go right off the board. But then for me, like my warrior, all my stuff is hardier. It's more melee based. So warriors have 2 baubles, which means they can take 2 wounds.
Does your summoner count as a unit?
It is a unit, yes. It is not a common unit, but it's a unit. I think anything that isn't a wall is a unit. But other people would know that better, but I think that's right.
All right. Man,
I should attack your wall with my summoner.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Since I'm here. I always forget about the walls. How about 3 damage on your wall? He's just been... It's goat moments.
30?
Just ramming into stuff.
Man, I sure would like another wall.
I can do that 2 more times. Your wall's gone. You're done.
All right, let's go. Gotta be careful. It's kind of fun.
Kind of fun. It's the name of the game, isn't it?
All right, let's do this. Then, sir. Sir. I'm going to play a breaker.
Breaker.
Then we'll go to the event phase.
What do these breakers do? Can you hand me that ability again?
After they attack a unit, I can reveal the top card of your deck and then discard it unless you pay 1 magic to put it on the bottom of your deck.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a mill faction?
Sort of. I guess. Then we'll go to the event phase, and I'm going to play a mind control here.
Oh, come on.
So I take advantage. I take control of him. But I have to pay his cost, which is 1. And then we will carry on down the turn. Let's go to the attack phase. Let's think about this.
Pass?
No. Oh, wait, move.
Yeah,
Movement,
moves
then
are
attack.
okay. Yeah, that's maybe good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go 1, 2.
Mm-hmm. And his text would still be online, I think, too.
Oh, yeah.
So you could move 4 if you want.
That's just where I want him.
When this unit dies, where does it go now?
Your discard pile.
My discard pile?
Oh, like if you defeat him, you get him.
It goes in my magic pile.
Even
does it say that?
You can attack your own units even.
Oh yeah, it's that one.
And whoever's the attacker gets to do it.
Okay, so whatever you take off, yeah.
Let's go 1, 2.
You try to take that wall down?
Mm-hmm.
Start working on it.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Then we'll go 1, 2.
No funny stuff here.
I don't know. We'll leave it there. Okay. Let's go to attacks.
All right. First attack.
Wait. I will move. I'll go there.
Okay.
All right. Now I'll attack. Tequila. I say it differently. Hoobaluma. Attacking here.
All right. Come on, Whiffertons.
Oh,
wait. Yeah.
Stack them up.
It's hard to get in that habit.
Second attack. Let's use my controller here. No.
All right. Yeah. Come on in.
2 dice coming in. 2 damage.
Ah.
So
right on to the king.
If I do 7, it's over.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I will use my breaker to shoot your rusher. 1 damage.
Over here?
Yep. And then reveal the top card of your deck.
Muster.
You can either discard it or pay a magic to put it on the bottom of your deck.
Well, I just have no way of knowing. Place up to 2
What up, Robert? Glad you're here.
That means I don't have to pay for them, right? With muster? Oh, no.
That you control.
It's something that's already out.
Yeah.
Oh. That kind of gets around your little deceiver garbage.
It's true.
I'll pay 1. Yeah, I don't want to lose a card there. But you pay a card to lose a card.
You pay a magic that you... Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like muster's important.
All right, then we'll go to the build magic phase. I'll put 2 down.
Okay. Over to me. Let's draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Well, these abilities aren't going to matter all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take a new approach here. These guys are tough. These guys are really tough.
Your dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got tough dudes. And you got to watch your magic pile here, too, so don't sleep on that.
Yeah, resources matter, it turns out. Hey, you want to pop our faces in there?
Oh, yeah. Now you can see with full...
Now you can see what you
fidelity.
paid to see.
Yeah. Okay. Now we got to think about things. Okay. Oh, I see what you're up to. All right. So we do that. And then we do that. All right. Let's summon. Let's get down to business. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's after movement. All right.
There's a lot here.
Pay 1.
It's a sign of a good game, how the depth that's here for how fast we started playing.
Yeah. Put out a brute.
Das Brute.
Yeah, Das Brute, exactly. Pretty funny.
Been on a string lately.
Yeah.
After that Enlightensteig.
Yeah, Enlightensteig is too much. It's too much.
Maybe my greatest joke of the past decade.
Yeah. Well, there's really... That actually maybe is wrong.
Nico singing your theme song.
What is my theme song?
Let's get down to business.
Oh, and this is me. Okay, I can't forget that that's me.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me.
What do you mean?
Like this is you. Me is you. I am
and by
you.
me, I mean
me. we are, etc.
The walrus.
Etc.
Cuckoo,
etc.
cuckoo, cuckoo. I am. Man, we watched Big Lebowski yesterday, and the Donnie just saying "I am the walrus" over and over.
The walrus.
It's too much. It's really too much.
Okay, we've got play here. I'm gonna hold there. And then we're gonna go to movement. Of course. We're gonna go a move here.
You gotta clog that lane.
Yeah, everything's getting clogged here. And then we're gonna move. Nope, that's wrong. We're not moving that at all. We're gonna move this guy here. We're gonna move Sunderved here. Whoa. And then we're gonna move this guy here. We're gonna start making some tactical decisions here and hoping the dice work in our favor. So we're gonna start with Rusher on the attacks of the controller here. It's got 2 dice because he's within 2 of the big goat. 1 hit is enough.
Got him.
Thanks. And then we've got old Sunders. He's going to attack here.
No.
Onto the breaker there.
Oh, Wiffertons.
Then they're going to go...
It's brute. 1 in 27. It should happen once a game.
They'll go brute here on the Rusher.
You're just like... No.
No, we don't need that.
No. Yeah. That face was great.
We don't... No. Goats aren't attacking this morning. And then we're going to build magic.
Oh, you love to see it.
Build one right
But
now.
Gremlin says, over the line.
Yeah.
Mark it a 0.
All right, 2 in hand there.
Draw them back up.
Yeah.
Interesting. What? Man, that card is either amazing or horrible, and I'm not sure which one it is yet. All right. Well, for magic, they say.
We're magic, just shy of a champion, you know. How
much does a champion cost?
5.
I'm asking for a friend. I definitely have
it's
one.
It's equivalent to these 2 units being in my magic pile, if that's something that you're considering. So if those 2 are here, then I would be able to play.
Yeah.
If there was one in my hand, as an example. Just theoretically.
All right, I want to shoot that.
Got a lot of beef on the table, though. Or I guess goat. But the idea, the beef as an idea is
the preferred nomenclature.
Yeah.
Well, I think I want to do that and that. Okay. Let's just take some time. We're gonna go 2 there.
Here it is. Dog pile in the middle.
And then we'll go to the event phase. Won't play anything. Then we'll go to movement. And I gotta think about this.
You planned all your moves before you played any units, though.
Definitely. You know it.
Yeah, I mean, I know how that works. Can you, if your wall is gone, can you just not summon? For real? There's not even like a back corner, back
Build
row?
magic and draw and hope you get to your wall.
Wow. And then if I destroy that one, it's over after that. Then play a wall and try to goat rush it. It'd be hard. People really love. Wasn't there an app for this as well?
I don't know if there's
Did they not do an app
that.
for this? I swear people started playing the app and they stopped playing the board game with me. Wah, wah.
Why go to the store and play a game with someone, a human? Just play it on my computer.
Yeah, maybe it was the particular human that was the problem.
No.
I'd rather play this with a faceless void than Steven. Yeah, Michael says there was an app, yeah. So.
Alright. I'm gonna go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. That's the matchup you want, huh?
Then we'll go to attacks.
Okay.
Alright, first, I'm gonna attack here.
Okay.
Nailed it. And then you can reveal the top card of your deck.
Can or have to?
You get to, yeah. I'm gonna allow you to do it. No, you have to do it. Alright, you can either put that in your discard pile or pay 1 and put them on the bottom of your deck.
That's a big one. I mean, what is this guy?
He's a champ.
Well, you can't let this get discarded, I think, just generally.
Is that a rhino?
I don't know.
Taurodon.
All right, we'll put it back in there.
All right, second attack. Takula is going to attack your champion.
Okay.
Ah,
There's a 1.
it was a 1. 1 damage.
Stuck.
Got the 1 anyway. All right, then this breaker is going to attack here.
Yeah.
And then you can... I missed, but you can reveal the top card of your deck.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Discarded?
Discarded indeed. And then, let's go to the magic phase.
That's when where the magic happens.
Gonna put those down.
It just takes some time.
Kyle says Takula Oblongata. Oh man, that's good stuff. I love it. Uli doesn't care about anything. He's a nihilist.
That's correct.
Oh, that must be.
They're just all good. It's just a lot of good.
Podcast Ken, Steven, what's the new project at the house?
I just put the pass-through window counter in. There's like a little counter now coming out, so you can sit on a stool or a higher chair and look out onto the land.
Nice.
And eat your breakfast or drink your coffee or whatever.
And that's inside or outside?
That is inside.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can like see through the window though.
Yeah, and then in the fall, whenever it's nice, you can take the screen out, open that door, and pass things Once we get the deck done, so somebody you can pass food or drinks through.
That's cool.
Want to do that? Yeah. It's fun. It's good times. All right. Well, let's summon something because I feel like that's the whole point of the game, isn't it?
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. We've got to get, this has got to go. These guys have got to go. Okay.
If you get 5 here, you win.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely doable. That is not impossible.
Yeah. With those dice rolling though,
I know.
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, 1 magic for that. Okay, so we're 1 in.
Your guys are cheap and have a lot of health.
That's right. Yeah, it's like it says beef, but it's goat.
Goat beef. What's for dinner?
We can play event cards. I'm gonna play muster to move some stuff around here. To place some stuff inside other stuff. Place 1 common unit here, and that's all I'm gonna do with it.
Okay.
Not as good as it could have been, you know, potentially, but okay. And then we're gonna go movies. We're gonna move 1 here. We're gonna use our rusher to go up here, and then we're gonna decide if we really want where we want these bonuses, and where we want them is over here. So we're gonna go 2 over here. We're gonna set up our master tactician play here. Kind of recover a little bit. Okay, so then we got 3 attacks. We're gonna start with the ones that are most important. Rusher onto breaker here.
Get it.
Or really, I mean, you probably start. I think I start with this one, just in case, because then I probably want to do
that's
that one.
fair.
So brute here on 2 dice, courtesy of my ability there.
Got him.
Hits 1,000 days from Vegas there. Rusher here onto that breaker. Rusher breaker, 1 hit there.
I don't remember units being this fragile.
Well, you're playing the wispy ones.
The illusionist.
Yeah, they're pretty wispy. And then this brute onto that breaker. Only 1 die on this one.
Got him.
Got him. Don't need that discard ability in my life. That's for sure. All right, and then we'll do magic here. And pass it on over.
All right, draw up.
Let's put a little. Can I put a little evil die on this guy, so I remember that he's evil?
This deck is crazy.
It is. It feels like a high ceiling situation you're on over there.
Yeah, I don't.
Where you can do all sorts of weird movement and stuff, you know, and be clever, but
not disagreeing.
But not.
All right.
That effective, maybe.
Let's go 2 for a controller.
Puck's worried about you, asking how you get out of this. I'm gonna guess you have to start playing better.
1 here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's go to the event phase. I'm gonna play. Can you play multiple events?
I think so. I'll just go and YOLO that one, but I'll read it. Can be played on your turn during the play event cards phase. Play event cards. You may play event cards, including wall cards. There's no limit to the number of event cards you can play in a single turn. Play them 1 at a time. Resolve them immediately.
All right. Let's do Magic Drain. Choose an opponent. If you have fewer units on the battlefield than that opponent does, remove up to 2 cards from the top of their Magic pile and place them on the top of your Magic pile. A hero is born.
What a load of garbage that
Search
is.
your draw pile for a champion card. Reveal the card and place it in your hand, and then shuffle your draw pile. My champions are even weak.
You can't outgoat the goat.
I'm going to get Sorgwen.
You only have 4 magic over there?
I can't summon this turn.
That would have been devastating. Yeah. I guess you can't. You're right.
But watch out. And then...
That's really... You know, I keep trying to play this champion. You just stole 2 from me.
Mm-hmm.
You're an aggravating person.
Let's put a wall into play here.
Goat's worst enemy.
Then we'll go to movement. Let's go 1, 2. 1.
Clogging it up.
You can shoot from 3 away, right?
I think that's right, yeah. Michael said that Magic Drain is the worst designed card in 1.0.
That's pretty rough.
And they said it did not make the transition to 2.0. What's up, Sleeping Gloom? The game's great. I mean, we love Summoner Wars. We played a lot of 1.0. This is the original, and then we'll break into 2.0 and see the difference. This has just so much charm to it, you know?
Let's move here.
Okay.
Then let's go to attackies.
Yeah.
Controller will attack your summoner.
Yeah. You're working on him, man.
2 damage.
2 more and he's done.
We won't use the ability. And then, well, can it move itself?
Is it within itself? Probably. Usually they do that.
If it can, we'll go ahead. No.
Is within, does that count itself?
Yeah, we'll go there.
Let's see if the rulebook tells us. Within. I bet they don't. I bet they don't do within here. Alright, then find you in this. Can we take it over to champion?
I'll move there, if not, I'll move back.
Okay.
Alright. Deceiver is gonna shoot your brute for 1.
Alright.
Missed. Rusher is gonna punch your brute for 1. Hit.
You got me.
Then build magic, I will pass. And
oh, it says it can't move controllers, I think, on it right there.
okay.
Just gotta keep reading.
I don't know how I did that. I thought I had an extra magic, but because I got
You started
the
with
champion.
4, what'd you play?
Did I start with 4? I thought I had 5.
You started with 4. You had 2, you magic drained to 4, because I was happy you couldn't play a champion, probably. But then you couldn't have anyway, so. Oof. Oof. Ouch. All right. Well, is it just time to start messing with your walls? No, surely not. Don't call me Shirley.
Your dude's got 2 health left.
I know. It's a lot of health. In the grand scheme of things, ton of health. Ton of health. You got so much health.
All the health.
All right, let's summon. Summon a Rusher here. Rusher v. Rusher. And then should we start to funnel? See, I like where I'm at here. I don't want all this nonsense. All right, smart decision would be here. Oof, game hard.
There's a lot here.
You don't have to do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Now we go to moves. I have ideas. All right, we're going to go Rusher on +1, 1, 2, 3, 4, +2. Brute, that Brute can't move. Happy about that, you know.
Don't you love it?
Just absolutely adore it.
It's my shield wall there.
We'll go 1, 2, and then I'll go 1, 2. Come up over here into exciting times. All right, and then we're gonna do a little attacks. We're gonna start swinging. It's gonna definitely go our way. So Brute here is gonna attack Rusher here.
Okay.
Let's see if it works out. 1. Yeah, it's not health. It's just to signify it was evil.
That is evil.
Rusher over to here. Over to this thing.
He gone.
And get rid of this confusion. And then attacking a common unit is the only time that bonus comes in, right? Attacking with unit you control. Okay, so it still matters. And then let's go, it doesn't much matter, I guess. Brute here. Oh, Brute, yeah, Brute here on wall. Oop. 2 damage.
Boom.
And we're building. Let's build. You have another magic drain? I will die. I'll be very upset.
There's 2 in the deck. It's on this little handy cheat sheet.
Yeah, alright. We'll go in there.
I will die. Oh, it's funny. Alright. Mine?
Yeah.
Through my hand.
These deceivers, man.
They're annoying.
Get out of here.
You left my controller.
Yeah, control on, man. Control on, I say.
Uh-huh. I need another one. Well, I think this is the play. I'm gonna pay 1 for a deceiver.
I'm so deceived.
I think that's yours.
Hey, thanks. It's actually getting thin, too. We only got a few hands left.
We're almost out of here. We'll go ahead and go to the event phase. Let's summon a wall here.
Ooh!
And then
Will have an impact.
let's go move.
I'm so deceived.
There. We're gonna shoot this deceiver here.
All right.
1 damage. Okay.
You got it.
This deceiver here. 1 damage.
You got it.
This here.
You got it.
I forgot I had that controller sitting there. Hilarious. 2 damage.
You go. You can have it.
Alright, then we'll go to build magic. And we'll put that down. And that. And then pass to you.
Okay. Draw my hand.
Champion.
Okay.
Five health on this Takulu is so low.
It's a low health unit.
Yeah.
Or champion.
He gets
I should
one
say,
good punch on him and it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid you could play something here that could charge for 4 and just like dunk me.
Just a light dunk. I don't know. There's a good question about that.
Russell asking if there's just 6 factions in 2.0. I know it's like each release was supposed to be new factions coming out or something like that. So I think they plan on having quite a few of them.
Okay. Well, let's look at this. You're almost out of tricks over there. How many cards you got left in your deck there?
4.
4. You got 1 hand left.
Then we're out. How many you got left?
I got 7.
So you also only have kind of 1 hand left.
6 or 7. Okay.
I just gotta finish this thing.
Yeah. I think you're right. Okay, let's summon.
That is correct.
Is enlightenment. I really want that bonus. I'm not working that bonus like I want to be.
I haven't used my ability yet. It makes you feel better.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. Well, let's put a brute. Put a brute here.
Mm-hmm.
Or even here.
For dose?
For 1. For 2? Does it cost me 2?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I don't know if I've been paying 2 for those.
Dos brute. Remember that joke?
Yeah, I think I've been.
Your sandals there. I keep thinking I was smashing your toes.
They're over there?
That's fine.
Oh, there they go. Okay, then we go to the into the beef phase here, or the event phase. I'm gonna play fallback.
Oh no.
Choose a wall you control. At the end of your turn, you may place your summoner and 2 common units adjacent to the chosen wall.
Get out of here. I thought I trapped you. I thought you were stuck back there. It was great.
I'm gonna choose this one. This wall. Mm-hmm. Or this one. It's a fine wall.
Run for the hills.
Yeah, let's use this wall.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fall back. Oop, didn't become magic. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the moves here.
Wait, you're gonna trigger it?
It's at the end of the turn.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Yeah, it's.
You get a run up punch and then teleport back.
Run up, teleport. Although there's really not a lot to punch here, because I'm deceived.
Yeah, you have been deceived.
So let's go move here, 1, 2. Let's go move here, 1, 2.
Smart.
And then we're gonna be good with that.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much my reality. Can't move those 2 things and move those 2 things. Could move that guy. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. How confident am I that 2 dice is going to hit a 1? I'm pretty confident, right?
Should only miss 1 and 9.
I'm pretty confident.
So we're in the 80%.
But I'm going to give myself a definite. I'm going to give myself the definite
89%.
Yeah.
To be fair.
89% is not good enough.
The old Monpac math.
So let's start with brute here. 1 die. See, I'm getting 2, so really you should just... No, it's fine. Start here, 1 die here.
See if you can just get it. Got it.
Got it, good. Then we're gonna do... This guy can't attack, right? Because of reasons that you've made apparent.
I deceived you.
Sunderman up on the wall.
Okay.
2 hits. And then we will end it there. And then we will trigger this to move adjacent to this wall. And then 2 other common units can move adjacent to that wall as well.
Block.
And we're going to. And we're going to do... Yeah, I think that is okay. Rusher's got 2 health there. Let's do this guy.
It's a good way to get him out of deceit, though.
Here, yeah. And this guy here. Actually, let's flip those.
Chris says, "Hey Zach and Steven, I just started playing Ashes. More from Black Hat. Yeesh, sounds good." Yeah, it's a very different game than Ashes.
And then I'll put 2 into the
pipe.
Into the pipe. That's
All right,
right.
I'll draw back up. I'm out of deck. Don't like that card. How awful is that? Okay, let's go to summon. I can summon here, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
We'll do it. I'm gonna summon Sorgwen, my champion.
Uh-oh.
Cost me 5.
Oh, can she go? She can just go here, can't she?
Mm-hmm.
A critical error.
Math.
I've made a critical error.
This is for you. Let's go to the event phase. May as well do it because we can. Magic Drain. Get out of here.
Cool.
How about I have all the fun and you don't? Okay. Okay. All right, and then I'll go to the move phase. Here.
Whiff. Whiff.
I'll give you a chance if I whiff. Why? I do not know. All right. We'll start here. 1 coming at you.
All right.
Got him. We'll go here. 2 coming at you.
You got it.
Got it.
Have some magic pile.
Yeah. And then we'll get to the roll of rolls. Sorgwen, roll.
You owe me a 3 miss from earlier.
I do.
A 3 whiff. Here it is.
On your champion.
The dice say
3 hits. D-E-D.
Dead.
This is, okay. A few things before we dive into 2.0. This holds up.
It's a good little
so
game, man.
well.
It's a great little game.
It's over a decade old. Most of the games we've been playing that are 12 years old
Here's your little guys.
aren't holding up like this one did.
It's just got everything it's got the simple reality of everything you want.
Very simple. I think there's a lot of decisions in depth. There is randomness. Like it's like after playing Ashes for so much time.
Oh yeah. Way more random.
It is a lot more random than Ashes, but for a board game, in air quotes, I think that's maybe like preferable.
Yeah, if this can't be too cerebral. It would not work.
I'm
If you weren't rolling those dice, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Like it was too consistent.
It'd be too much.
Yeah, and no customization when there's no randomization.
Yeah.
Put that in the memoir too. I'm just full of it today.
Customization with randomization.
Just loaded.
All right, new box 2.0. Here we go.
All right. 1. Do you have the other box?
Here's your
somewhere?
other stuff too. Where did that go? It's right here.
Do you have the other box? I just want to show this comparison real quick.
Yeah.
So this is 2.0 box here. This is 1.0. And I do think the graphic design got better. Like the art on the characters is way...
Yeah,
it's different.
It's different, right? So this is more of like almost a clay,
Like impressionist.
not
It's
pastel, like kind of a pastel-y kind of thing, but
like less hard lines, softer.
yeah.
Like blended.
There's a certain thing that blended. It's like a blended art there.
I do think this art style is the kind of art style that some people just don't like.
This looks digital to me. This looks like digital art.
That looks painted.
Yeah, this
That's
is like
fair.
physical art, and that looks like digital art.
Yeah, the colors are brighter here. And it's more clearly defined stuff.
I'd expect it, like, you know how those ads will come up, like, try the new, like, Facebook app game or whatever. I would expect it to look like that.
Yeah. Well,
It's what all the kids are doing these days.
tokens look better. Definitely tokens look better. Look at this.
Yeah, it definitely has some, I don't know.
I don't know what the blue ones are for,
It's
but
better.
I'm here for it.
It's not that much better.
Now, the dice are interesting. Look at these dice.
In fact, I don't know if I... Wow, wait, whoa. Did they try to balance range better or something? Is that what that is?
We
That's
will
a
see.
ranged hit and a melee hit.
Can you be honest on this one?
Melee wild. I bet I can just intuit my way through that.
Yeah. We were, I was at a friend's birthday party this past weekend, and we were playing some board games, and I was guessing how a lot of things work just based on
That's the best playtesting of all.
things.
For your graphic
Yeah.
design.
And one of my Comstock made a joke. He was like, "Go ahead, Zach, tell us the rest of the rules based on just the components." And I was fairly accurate.
That's right. Well, that's usually a good sign for the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one of the games we played was the Arkham Horror board game, which is like a board game version of Arkham.
Death and Despair.
It's like, oh, I get this.
I can hear
These are bigger. These are like normal cards.
They're playing card size.
The other ones were small.
We did learn that they're the size of playing cards.
These look clean, man. Sarah Eldwin. Feels better. Hold on, let me look at like a unit.
I mean, they're nice. It's nice looking. The art style is doing work. I mean, it looks good.
Check out this. I assume we have these pops, right?
Yeah, we should.
Citadel Archer. So
2.0. We're on 2.0 now, Bryce. If you're...
I think this 2, I assume, is a cost.
Good assumption so far. Yeah.
And then health is clear, but then the attack is very clear. The icon next to the number, very good. I'm just grabbing the 6 different pre-builds here.
Pop out some damage here.
Also, instead of walls, we've got gates.
Okay.
Which is cool looking.
It does look like an app, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's app art.
It is an app.
Yeah. You think the app? Do you think the app is more successful than the board game?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
Does anybody know?
I'm sure someone knows. Hey, look at Takulu.
Oh, there you go.
Let me see the other one. Just let's look at this. Wow.
I'll tell you what. This is way more universally appreciable. Like this looks like something that I'm going to be honest with you. Only like people our age and used to the standard fantasy art style are going to appreciate in any context whatsoever.
Yeah, versus that.
This is something that like your 8-year-old niece could like be like, absolutely, I'm into this. This would do nothing.
Yeah,
for a vast swath of the audience.
I think this is way more just readily interesting to more people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Look at Sneaks, the goblin. Rat Talus is also very funny. Just the angry villain. Reminds me of is it Jafar? What's the villain in Aladdin? Jafar.
Yeah,
that reminds me of Jafar.
Yeah, Jafar and also Cruella de Vil kind of mixed together.
Yeah, I can see that. And then Savara. This character looks awesome. I like Savara a lot. There's a lot of characters here I like.
Ooh, yeah, Polar Dwarves, cool. That's awesome.
So cool, I had to say it twice.
Saying cool for the Polar Dwarves is also
a pun.
Unintended.
A very pun situation.
Hey,
all right,
I'm excited for this new board, man. We get to see what the new board's
let's look at that.
Let me clear this old trash heap ashes.
What was the name of the character you were just playing?
Just kidding. Goatman.
Not in here.
Something.
I'm curious to play Takulu specifically because it's like I just played the other one.
Yeah, I can play something new.
Let's see how this goes. Or you can play. I just like to see it on the table. So objective. Let's see if it's still the same. The object of the game is to destroy your opponent's summoner. When you are the only player with a summoner left in play, you win the game. Oh wait, that's the old rulebook.
It's identical.
Second edition. I was like, that looks...
Oh, wow. We're even more of a board game now.
Oh, yes.
Looks like terraforming Mars all of a sudden.
See, I'm curious, too. Those blue tokens, I'm going to assume are resources. And instead of cards going in a stack, which is nice, you're going to collect tokens.
Look at this guy. Now, this is a chonker.
That's a beefy board. I mean,
it's actually the same size. It's like 6 panel.
Well, but the card sizes are bigger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, oh, look at it though. That looks good. I feel that.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel this board.
So, object of the game: destroy your opponent's summoner. Setup: place the battlefield between the players. Done. Create a supply of damage and boost tokens within reach of each player.
Boost? Wait. Oh, this sounds like strategy.
Each player chooses a faction deck or builds a custom deck. Customization. Here we go. No longer a card game.
Uh-oh.
You have a hero that you'd like to play,
No
sir?
longer a board game, you mean?
Yeah, that's right.
No longer a card game. Are these boost tokens? No. This corresponds to starting health, whatever that means. This is our tracking the damage. We track our damage on this track, I'm sure. See, I just matched the icons to the icons. I just assume that's where they go. Yeah. I'm going to assume the blue ones are boost.
Yep.
And nothing else matters. What's old Abuashi up to over there?
Looks elfish, pointy ears.
Savannah elves, awesome.
This looks like Dorinthia, Sarah.
Yeah, the Vanguards. I remember the Vanguards from the early Polar. Are you gonna play the Polar Dwarves?
I was gonna play Takulu.
I'll play the Dwarves.
All right. Polar Dwarves seemed like your style.
Yeah.
Goats and dwarves and stuff. Where was this from?
What is that? A
I
gate?
think we should each have 3 gates.
Yeah, no, you
or
pulled it. You
4.
said it. Look at a gate. It's a new gate.
How many you got there?
I got 4 here.
I think it may have came from this. Yeah, it did. Okay. So we each picked our deck. Each player places their summoner, 2 starting units, and starting gate on the battlefield as shown on the back of their summoner card. Oh, that's clever.
Okay.
And it matches. So your gate.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got. Yeah, cool. The art's working for me.
Yeah, I dig it. Okay.
Nice.
Deceivers are back. We'll cover that in a second.
Come on.
Summoner 2 starting units, etc. Starting gates of 10 life. Each player shuffles the remaining cards, places them face down into a draw pile, and then draws 5 cards. So this time we're going to start with cards.
Shuffle remaining cards.
Ooh, I like this little player aid at the bottom of the board. It's got the phases there with a little description.
Kind of looks like a board game.
Yeah. Also,
wait, there's no magic pile.
Yeah, it's gone.
What's that about?
That's what I'm excited to see.
Do we use the little tokens?
I think we'll see.
Oh, that's what the blue tokens are.
So, I also really like the graphic design on the back of this board. A lot.
Like underneath?
Now this.
Oh.
Like the
background
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still true to the last one, but just a little bit more, just a little bit more done. A little professional.
Card back also got better, in my opinion. The other ones had unique card backs per faction, but if customization is going to be a thing now, they need a standard card back.
Man, in the grand scheme of card backs,
I like that one a lot. Any card back
I think it's okay.
that basically looks the same upside down and normal
Okay.
is good.
All right.
Especially when you have friends that use your decks and then half your cards are upside down.
Oh, and apparently starting gates, we start with our 10 health gates.
Oh, yeah.
Did it say that?
Yeah, I just thought they all had 10. So there should be a gate that's got 10. That's your starting gate.
Does it look different?
Yeah, it's just got 10 health.
But does it like look different?
No, it looks
in the
the
art?
same.
What? Yeah, isn't it? Is it a bigger gate? No. Just.
All right. So we'll each draw 5 cards. And then randomly determine which player goes first. We'll have you go first again. Place your magic token on the 2 space, and the other places their magic token on the 3 space.
We have a magic. Is this the magic token? Not health.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Which I like that better than the stack of cards.
Yeah, but there is something. It's weird having your opponent's cards anywhere near you. I agree with that. But.
And I had to keep handing you cards back.
Yeah, it's not good. But also there's a certain, what do they call it? Elegance? To a system that just uses the components and a bunch of different Star Wars CCG, of course.
I don't mind having a single token to track that.
No, they did it okay.
All right, turn sequence is a little different.
See right here.
Phase 1, summon. Summon any number of units from your hand to the battlefield. To summon a unit, pay its cost by spending a number of magic equal to its unit cost. To spend or gain 1 or more magic, move your magic token along the track. Adjacency is still the same. Move up to 3 units you control 1 or 2 spaces each. Units can only move into or through empty spaces, so movement is seemingly the same. Phase 3 is build. Build any number of gates or other structures from your hand at the battlefield. To build a structure, pay its cost and place it on an empty space adjacent to your summoner or in your back 3 rows.
Okay, so back 3 or adjacent. Adjacent to your summoner is cool. So if you have the press forward summoners, you can actually utilize that a little bit more.
Yeah. Going to attack with up to 3 different units you control. They don't need to be the same as the ones that move. You declare a targeting attack. Melee can attack adjacent. Range can attack up to 3 clear straight spaces away. Number 2 is you roll. Roll a number of dice equal to your attacking unit's strength. Add damage. Add 1 damage to the target for each symbol rolled that matches the unit's attacking unit's symbol.
All right, so we're going to guess there's a wild here. That's probably the wild, the little squiggly line. So that works for both. Is that fair to say? Or does that simply
ignored unless specified?
Oh. So we got 1. Okay, let's see what we got on the die. We've got a melee ranged. We've got a melee weird.
It's probably like magic of some kind.
We've got a melee ranged. We've got a ranged weird. So that's all good. And then we've got a melee ranged. And a melee. So there is an additional melee symbol. There's one side that only hits melee. There's not one side that only hits ranged.
Got him.
So melee is slightly favored.
Okay. And then it says, add 1 damage to target for each symbol roll that matches. To add damage to a card, place damage tokens on it. A card's life is reduced by 1. If the card's life reaches 0, that card is destroyed. Discard that card. Gain 1 magic each time a card you control destroys an enemy card.
Okay.
Discarding cards, to discard a card, remove any tokens on it, etc. You got it. The cost of an action. Add 1 damage to your summoner at the end of your attack phase if you did not target any enemy cards with an attack this turn.
If you turtle, you die.
Which sometimes people would just run.
Yeah, turtle and die. I like it.
Phase 5, the magic phase. Discard any number of cards from your hand face down. Gain a magic for each. Phase 6, draw. If you have fewer than 5 cards in your hand, draw back up to 5. I like that. Last time, I wouldn't draw until it was my turn.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
Even
be
though you
thinking
could've,
about
yeah.
what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Event cards. Play event cards on your turn during the phase listed on the card. So there's not an event phase anymore. It's literally, it'll tell you when to play it. Active effects. When playing an event with the active keyword on it, instead of discarding it, place it into your active area.
Important to remember, drink some water. Now, I prefer mine out of a Nalgene water bottle, 100% HTP, food grade plastic, made in the USA. 48 ounces is ideal. Get a slight workout while you carry a water bottle around with you. Hide your brain, hide your life.
So be aware, events that say active on them go into your active pile, your little thing over there.
And you discard them all at the start of the turn, so they can last during your turn.
That's right.
That's nice.
Winning the game when only
That's
one
right.
player's summoner remains, you win the game. And literally, that's the game. So, over to you. It's really cool. So my
We're back.
summoner now has 13 health. Last time it had 5.
Oh, okay. So we got. And are they going to carry health with them on the
You
card?
can flip that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think so. What's your summoner do?
All right. Savara's ability, 12 health, has a little paw
logo?
print icon, which I assume would come into play for deck building. 3 range damage, looks like orb, fighting with orbs and stuff. Also has some little other faction logos, which I assume would matter for deck building.
I feel like those are going to be deck building specific.
Yeah.
Let me actually just look.
And then after this unit moves, it may target a friendly structure within 3 spaces, force the target 1 space. Wow.
Yeah, those little icons there are the deck symbols.
Okay.
So I assume you can only play cards of those 3 kinds in that summoner.
Easy. Then we've got a Frost Mage, +1 strength for each adjacent friendly structure. So next to a gate, +1. So it's currently shooting for 2. Has 1 cost and 4 health. And then an Ice Golem, Living Gate. Now keep this in mind. This card is a gate.
Oh, okay.
It's a mobile structure, so it may move. And it moves 1 fewer space. So it can move 1 space at a time. But Savara, after it moves, it may target a friendly structure within 3 and move it 1 space.
That's really cool.
So you can move your little Ice Golems around and I assume be good at the game.
Okay. Quick rundown of my stuff. Takula, 13 health, 3 range attack. When this unit attacks an enemy, if the damage added would be enough to destroy the target, you may instead ignore that damage and take control of the unit.
Oh, come on.
Then I have Mind Witch, Mimic. At the start of your move phase, this unit may target a common within 3 spaces. This unit has the target's abilities until the end of turn. So the Mind Witch can basically steal your powers. And then the Deceiver, your favorite. Stupefy, when an adjacent enemy attacks any card, if it rolls 1 or more of the symbol you normally ignore, that attack adds 1 less damage. So adjacent enemies, those squiggly lines, are -1 damage.
Okay.
Engage, each time an adjacent enemy unit moves or is forced away from this unit, add 1 damage to that enemy.
Okay.
So
Great.
that's actually way less restrictive than the last one.
Yeah, it's more fair, you know.
Yeah.
And force, people saying to look up force, I'm going to guess it moves the line with it. So, like, if you force something up, it pushes things back or away from where it's got to go.
Force.
That's a mechanic they really should explore.
To force a card 1 or more spaces, slide it that many clear straight spaces in a single direction. So you don't move it, it's literally pushing it away, basically.
Does it push everything that's in front of it back down the chain? No?
It says to force a card 1 or more spaces, slide it that many clear spaces away. So if you're forcing this away, it would go.
Okay. It seems normal. Okay. Okay. If it moves, common, it moved through. Okay. And we're still only moving 2 spaces?
1 or 2.
Okay. See it moves, you can either boost it. And what is a boost? How do we boost things? What's that about?
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Boost. Boost tokens have various effects on the cards that are in play. To boost a card, place a boost token on it, even if it already has one or more boost tokens on it. There's no limit to the number of boost tokens that could be on a card. The number of boost a card has is equal to the number of boost tokens on it. If a card's effect says to spend one or more boost, its controlling player must remove that number of boost tokens from the card. If the card does not have enough boost tokens on it, that effect cannot be used. The 3 side of the boost token represents 3 boost tokens.
Are these boost tokens?
The blue ones. The reds are damage.
Okay, reds are damage. Right, that makes sense. Boost it or spend 1 boost to place it under a friendly common unit. Okay, and that common attacks. Okay, so you want to put that on your ice golems. Okay, so that's what we're going to want to do. We've got a gate. We've got another smith there. The golem's going to need to really get up there. This mage is in the way.
You can move it.
How much health you got? 4 health. So we're going to have to actually like...
Yeah. Things don't just disappear this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and in the build phase, we can build on the back row. Okay. On the back row? Back 3 rows. Okay. I'm going to min-max pretty hard here. Okay, I've got 2, and this isn't going to go away at the end of the turn, right? It's going to stay there. Then the magic, yeah, because it's just like the things. Let's summon an Ice Smith.
Kyle saying, important to know that Ice Smith's effect does not help ranged units.
Yeah. Yeah. And boosts ultimately are good for boosting.
Boosts are kind of like status tokens and ashes.
They don't actually do anything of themselves.
Right. You caught exactly what I meant.
Okay. So this is what we're supposed to do. Because my Ice Golem is also a structure, I can summon there for 0, and Ice Smith come into the party.
For free.
For free. Free 30. Another Ice Smith gonna come in for free there.
Who designed this thing?
Yeah, it's devastating. So that's our summon phase, and then we're gonna move up to 3 of our units up to 2 spaces each. So we're gonna move 1 unit. And okay, hold on, we're gonna do this again. We'll put this guy somewhere else. We'll put this guy here. That's a fine place for it to be. Okay, then we're gonna move. We're gonna move 1 here.
Mm-hmm. That gate's a moving.
No, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Okay. Right. That's a situation back where we were there. We're gonna move 1 here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna move 1 here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna move 1 here. And here. And then after I do that, friendly structures within 3, I can force them up. I'm gonna move this thing here. Put a little aggro gate on you there.
Okay.
And then we've got the build phase. Build structures in your back 3 rows. I'm gonna build a gate here.
All right.
Watch yourself. No, watch yourself. And then we're gonna go to the attack phase. Attack up to 3 units. I'm gonna attack here.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 1 strength. It's got +1 for a structure. And +1 for a structure. We got 3 dads coming at you. Got any responses?
Nope.
Okay.
So you get 3
+1 for each adjacent
smart.
friendly. Yeah.
That was a good play.
Well, you know, you get some dice there. All right, 2 hits.
1 step this time.
Bow, bow.
He wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready. Mike says start that slow glacial advance.
That's funny. Okay, so we did glacier stuff. We attacked. We're gonna discard cards to gain magic. Magic. I'll discard 1 to gain 1. Magic. I'm going to hold on to this guy. This guy seems okay.
All right. Then you draw back up to 5.
I draw back up to 5. Right on. 2, 3, and 4. I don't think I moved. Did I move the Smith? I moved the Golem and Svarno.
You summoned them a few places.
Yeah. So I need to move these guys and get a status, and I need to move them again and put them under. But it's going to be a while till that Ice Golem's going to matter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't move him, Mike. Didn't move the Smith.
All right. Mine?
Yeah.
Start of the turn. Discard all my active events. Gone. Summon. Summon units adjacent to your gates. Let's go. All right, let's summon a Wind Mage here. He has a push ability. After this unit attacks, or instead of attacking, this unit may target a common or champion within 2, move the target 1, or force the target 1 space. I'm going to also summon a second Deceiver.
You're deceiving me left and right.
Mm-hmm. Then let's move 1, 2. 1, 2. No, 1. Yeah, 2.
Oh. Fighting like the old colonial powers. Just line up and start shooting.
And let's go 1, 2. That's really funny.
I mean, that's what they did. It's like, what?
Why?
I don't know.
What big brain thought of this?
This is how we do it.
Yeah. That's how my grandpa did it. That's how my dad did it.
All right.
That's how my kids are going to do it.
1 more, the attack adds 1 less damage. These deceivers are just no fun. That's my problem with them.
Yeah. Oh, also, it doesn't really matter. My Mind Witch, I can choose an ability, but it doesn't matter right now.
Okay. Don't copy anything.
All right. Then we're going to go to Shooty Town.
This feels more advanced, doesn't it? You feel like there's more things on the table that are there more text and stuff you got to keep track of?
Not. I mean, maybe a little.
Not too much.
Like, this is very simple.
I guess it's probably just because the goats were so obvious. They all get attacked. It's like move them and attack stuff.
I do feel like the board state is going to get more complex.
Yeah, because there's going to be so much more. Yeah.
But I also really like that your summoner doesn't have such low health, because I always felt in the first one, we only start really using your summoner when it's like time to go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of like a little more it's like your queen in chess.
Yeah, you got to be scared.
Yeah.
Now you can be. Yeah.
All right, Mind Witch attacking that Ice Smith. Let's go. 3.
Oh, well, cool.
Gain a magic.
Well, what?
Yep, I know. Then let's use my summoner to attack this gate. 2. And then I use this Deceiver to attack this Frost Mage.
Okay.
No damage. And then I'll discard cards. Oh, wait. I should have built. I meant to build a structure.
Yeah, build on.
Let's put this.
And technically, we discard face down apparently on the disc, but we're not playing at a level where that matters. Look at it. You mimicked my gate placement.
You want to have options, you know?
I just wanted my Frost Mage to get +1.
Discard here, and that's crazy.
Don't save for the future. Just think about the now.
All right, over to you. Draw back up. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Wowie, wow.
You're a big kid now. I got some bear cavalry here. What do you think about that?
How is this fair?
Okay, I kind of like this. I like this a lot.
Adding the deck building in this game takes on a whole new different. Oh my goodness!
Just put an ice golem over there.
We got the Night's Watch over here.
Yeah. What do you
We are the watchers along our ice wall. Jeez.
Yeah, who's laughing now?
Just so you know, there are 4 copies of each common, 3 different champions in your deck, and 2 copies of each event. There's also 5 copies of whatever you started with. Parker says, Summoner Wars, you love to see it.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. All right. Hey, we can get into this actually. Okay. As far as gonna move here, that's my first move. After I move, I can target a friendly structure, force it 1 space, and then I'm gonna play Ice Ram. After moving or forcing a structure, you may target a unit adjacent to it, add 1 damage to the target, and I can force that target 1 space, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to force it into its own demise.
Chris says, how much should you discard to ramp up magic? And then Kyle says, a question for the ages.
I'll go like this. There's no reason not to do that, I reckon. So I can at least take a shot at that gate, maybe. But then I'm open for your gate tricks. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm there. Would like to have gate tricks.
Okay, and then next move, so that was my first move. Or I'll tell you what, you want to talk about tricks, man. I got your tricks right here.
1 trick, 2 tricks this time? Something?
Yeah, where we were there. Second move, we're going to move the Ice Golem now that we kind of get a free move there, you know? And then third move, we're going to move an Ice Smith over here. And it's going to put a status on him here. So I get a boost there. And then after I move again, I can put it under a structure, which is the Ice Golems. And it turns the wilds into 2 melee hits. So he's like making him little ice weapons.
He's literally on the back of the Ice Golem, making him bigger.
Smithing it. Okay, and then... another damage because of Ice Ram, is that true? Oh, it's active. Oh, Zach, it's active. So after moving or forcing a structure, you may target a unit adjacent to it, add 1 damage.
Wow.
So 1 there, and then move, and then 1 damage to,
come on now.
To Dracula there. It's active.
Dracula.
Yeah. All right, then we go to the attack skis. Attack skis. Frost Mage is next to 2 structures, so we're going to roll 3 dice over there at your Deceiver.
Okay. Whip. Wrong dice.
Yep.
I was like, that looks weird.
Those were good dice, though. 3 hits.
Oh, God. You get a magic.
Give me 1 magic. The old-fashioned way. I've just got my little firing post here. Svar is going to go up there onto your Mind Witch. 3 power.
Got him.
3 hits.
Gain yourself 1. Starting unit's gone.
Well, we got it. I'll take it here.
Yeah,
2 on to Dracula there.
Dracula?
1 hit. It's that late game pressure, really. All right, and then magic. Discard cards to gain it. I'll discard 2, gain 2. Done.
All right, mine. Start of my turn. Discard my active event. Summon. Let's think about this.
And this isn't adjacent, right? In this game, right? Yeah. So Deceiver did nothing.
This seems like the play.
Use it may target a friendly structure. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
Let's place a Wind Mage here.
Oh, you play Ice Ram during the summon phase. It tells you when to play it. Also keep that in mind.
Oh, nice.
So I don't play it when the move happens. I play it and then I would do the move stuff.
I'm going to play a Wind Archer. Those things are wicked.
Oh man, you're dogpiling me,
when
man.
it moves, it can move an extra space. It can also shoot from 4 away.
I'll fight you. As far as
Crazy.
not scared, I got frost orbs and stuff.
Then I'll play
I get to
a
draw.
wind mage here.
Okay.
All right, then we'll go to the move phase. So let's go 1, 2, 3.
Declaring a thumb war.
All right. Then we'll attack. Wind Archer is going to punch there.
Okay. It's the fight we all wanted. 4. Woo. Woo-wee.
3 damage. All right. And then Wind Mage. Here. We'll shoot here.
Across just 2?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
1 damage. And then I can force you a space.
Oh, is that to be away or anything? No, just 1 space. You can go anywhere. You got wind. You got the power of wind.
Push you here.
You only move 3 units, right?
Yeah.
You move this one,
That one.
that one,
And this one.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too many moves, as far as we can tell.
And then this Wind Mage will shoot here again.
Again? What do you mean again?
Well, this one shot there. This one's shooting there.
Huh.
Not again, but you're getting winded.
Yeah.
2 damage.
So much wind.
Gain a magic.
Ice hates wind.
Then I'll force a unit to move.
Force the target 1 space?
No, this unit may target a common or champion and move it 1 space.
Okay.
Here.
I'm so deceived. Okay.
And then we will discard a card to gain a magic and then draw back up.
You're done for. Okay. Well, this is cool. I still just want to kill everything, you know? You ever feel that way?
That would have been smart.
Spin 1 boost.
Nah, I'm learning.
And that common attacks. Okay. So I need to get I need to get my smiths on my golems. It's all just smiths and golems, really, isn't it?
What up, Caesar? Yeah, it would have been a much better play.
Deceivers. Attacks, 1 or more are rolled, the attack adds 1 less damage. That's bogus. That defeats my plans.
Stupefy.
3.
What up, Kyle? Saying my favorite game of all time.
4. Okay. I suppose we could get there, couldn't we? I'm just tired. I'm tired of your deceivers. Why are they here? You know?
For the party.
We don't want them. We don't want them. I do have this Frost Mage, though. I feel like I need to get some use out of. That Deceiver's in a problematic spot, because I want to be next to structures, and that's becoming more annoying than ever. It's like, you know that. How do you know that? Okay, 1, 0, 0. Each friendly structure. Okay. And the Ice Smith, I guess, can still just try to go attack something. Not a bad lot in life, really. Like that wind archer. You could get lucky on this. So let's pay 0 for an Ice Smith here.
Mm-hmm.
He's laughing now. Then your stupid deceiver. We're gonna go.
Lots of bad choices.
Boom. 1, 2. That's a fine thing to do there. We'll put that there, and then we'll get 2 to 2. I mean, was it, you know? Yeah. Just build some magic. We can build some magic. Let's summon a Frost Mage. Here. For 1. Bing.
You have so much magic.
I got so much magic because all my stuff doesn't cost anything.
That's nice.
And then let's go to the move phase. Ugh. There's so much ridiculous stuff to do here. When an adjacent enemy attacks any card. Why? Why are you doing this? It has 4 health?
Mm-hmm. You have been deceived.
It's like a lockdown of my entire situation here. Okay. And if I move away from you, I take a damage. I can't do it. None of that can work. We can't allow any of this to happen. I hate it. I feel like I don't need to play my gates as much. I've got gates in the form of these golems.
Yeah.
What's the point of a gate, ultimately?
You said to keep people out? Let people in?
That's right. You can open it or close it. All right, let's move an Ice Smith in various ways, and then discard this to put it under here.
So each of those things becomes 2 damage, but I reduce it by 1.
Yeah. So if I roll it, I net 1. If I hit it twice, then
still good.
That's great. Then we'll do a little move here. Make it a little more annoying for you, and then we'll get a boost. And then I think we're going to try to YOLO out. Big money, no whammy situation here. Get these deceivers off the board. Let's move here. For 1. Are we trying to take that wind mage? We try to take that wind mage? Nah, we're fine. All right, we did it. Now we're going to build. We're not building anything. Then we're going to attack. Attack with up to 3 units.
Let's go.
I feel like you maybe just have to eat those deceivers, honestly. Let's go Ice Smith here.
You got it.
2 attackies on a 2 healthy.
Got it.
2 hitsies. That's right. Smith up. Then Ice Golem is going to have 2 dice on that there deceiver. All right, so 3 hits minus 1 for your ability, so 2 hits. Is that fair?
Does that also not count?
I think it's if you roll 1 or more. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. So it's 5 hits? Is that right? This says, yeah, squigglies are worth
5
2.
minus 1, so you hit for 4.
It's the perfect dance.
Yeah.
Exactly what I needed.
You get a magic.
Thank you. And then I've got 1 structure, so it's 2 dice over to Dracula. For 1.
Boom. Moving on up.
Burn to the slam to the and then I'm scared to discard Gates, but I'm going to discard one for the Magic.
He's ready to party.
Yeah, and I'm going to draw.
Discard my active events. Summon units.
Exact cards had one or more Z Masters. If any amount, if one or more squigglies.
Let's go a Mind Witch and a Mind Witch. And then go to move, they'll copy the Wind Mage.
Too much thinking over there.
I'm gonna go to build, no build, attack, or move. I move. Let's go to move. Let's go 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. No, it's only on commons. That's fine.
Get blasted.
All right, and then Wind Mage is going to shoot here.
Yeah. Bring him down.
2 damage. I'll trigger my ability to push you back space.
Okay. That's really good with deceivers. That's cool.
Mind Witch is going to attack there.
Don't kill my boy.
1 damage.
Yay.
But she has the Wind Mage's ability copied.
He's going back.
And then Wind Mage is going to shoot here. For 0 damage. But then I'll move.
Yeah, he's laughing now.
Nothing. Then we'll go to the magic phase, and I'll get rid of these 2 to gain 2 magic. Pass to you, draw back up.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we are. 1, 2, 3. Here we are.
I think it could have copied the Smith ability, but
It's just passive. Apparently, it's not an ability. Not an ability. It's got to have a little frostbolt. You know, like that's how you know. Okay, over to me.
Okay.
Discard all active events. That's been gone for a while. Summon units adjacent to your gates, which includes
you have so much magic.
ice golems. I sure do. I sure do. What's up with that?
It's crazy.
Range isn't what it used to be, you know, because
It ain't.
I feel like everything's so close. I don't know why, but it just feels so close. All right, let's pay 5 for Jared Jarman.
Get out of here.
So Jarman does a cool thing. After you attack an enemy unit, you put a boost on. At the end of the build phase, so that's going to be next turn, spend a boost to add a damage to each enemy unit adjacent to one or more structures I control.
Wow.
So bail out of structures.
He's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a summon there. And then...
It's crazy. You could technically have multiple Ice Smiths on the same Ice Golem.
Yeah. I don't know that I would ever want that, but I could definitely have it.
One special is 8 damage. You could just murder their summoner.
That's true. Yeah, very true. And then I think we will put an Ice Golem here. And then that will move there. That will move there. Okay. We'll put an Ice Golem there for 2. Golem. All right, then we go to the move phase. I got a thing. Ice Repair. Remove 2 damage from each friendly structure.
Wow.
Well, I'm just an Iceman. I'm laughing now. Then we got the move phase. Let's do 1 move here. 1, 2, step. 1 move here. And then we can just move. Can we move back where we came from, I assume?
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to?
Well, I'll just move like I moved there. I'm not going to move that. Let's move here. Jarman there. Mr. Jarman himself. Deep into enemy territory. You know what? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, then we go to attacks. We get 3 attacks. First thing we'll do... Let's go 3 here on the Wind Mage from old Svara.
Okay. Seems good.
2 hits. And then we'll go 2 from Ice Smith over to Wind Mage. 1 hit.
And more magic.
Magic. And then Jarman's gonna shoot 3 across to Dracula.
Okay.
For 1 hit.
All right.
And 1 boost.
Seems good.
Yeah. Then I can build magic. I'm not going to build any magic. I'm going to draw cards.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Summon. I have 2.
Wow. Oh, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Well.
Well, he's got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Let's go 2 for a Wind Archer.
Mm.
And then let's move. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Don't touch my cards.
That's all I'll move. Then we'll go to build. I won't. We'll go to attack.
Yeah.
This. We'll go Wind Archer here for 4. Two damage.
It's good for Steven.
We'll go Mind Witch there for 3. 1 damage. This is not
Great
going
for
well
Steven.
in any score. Takula going for 3. Why not? 2 damage. Yeah. So if I had been able to defeat you, I would take control of it.
Whoa. It's not a common unit?
Mm-mm.
Gross. Well, we'll make sure that can't happen.
Yeah. Then we'll go to magic.
Magic.
And I'll just do all 4.
Okay, dumping. He's dumping. All right. Well. Okay. Let me think about this.
I feel exceptionally behind.
Can't imagine why. Okay, summonsies.
I made a lot of poor decisions. Which is good that you can.
That's what I've always said. Okay. We've got a lot of things to consider here. Okay. All right. That's a good one to consider there. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move, and then this happens when? During the builder. That's after moves. Wow. Okay, they really upped the ante on these, didn't they? Okay. Move that. Move that. That's all good. We like that. Okay. We're gonna move that one, that thing one, and that one. And we gotta clear out. I mean, you know, this is a problem. You don't want that to get taken. You don't want to get taken there. Germaned. Okay, then that would happen, and then do that. Oof. Game's thick, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big game.
I definitely get the appeal.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially if I was on that app, just...
Yeah, give me another one.
Yeah, one more.
Give me another.
I was in practice hands for Fab last night. It's like, I'll just do one more.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see some new line, and you're like, okay, I just want to do one more.
Yeah, Summer Frost Mage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to moves. We're going to move here.
Yeah, smart.
I'm just trying to get that.
Boom, boom, pow.
Get that out of there. Then we'll move, let's see, there, here. And after it moves, I can target a friendly structure and move it one space. So we'll move that there.
The gate's moving. It's on wheels.
And then we're gonna move that ice smith. I feel like really wants to move, you know, but kind of need that damage, to be honest with you. No, yeah, let's move the ice smith up and back, and 1, 2, 3. Let's throw him under our little. Let's go and build for the future, right?
Yeah,
build for the future, as you do. All right, and then we've got to play a thing here. Build phase. Glacial shift in the build phase. Target 3 friendly structures within 3. Force each one of them to move 1 or 2 spaces. So structures within 3. 1, 2, 3. Here.
Does it do damage somehow?
It will in a second. 1 here. And then 1 here. 3. Storm's coming. And then old Jared says, or German says, at the end of the build phase, which is now, spend a boost, add 1 damage to each enemy adjacent to 1 or more structures you control. Oh, well, I didn't. I thought it was going to stack, but that's fine. So, enemy unit, is that what it says? Enemy unit. So 1 to the Mind Witch. I guess I'll go ahead and send the Golem up in that case, because I can move it up to 2.
So you do 1, 1.
That's me.
1, sorry.
And then 1. This thing's next to 1, yeah.
And people were saying apparently the smith can't pop through my witch like that.
Oh, can it not? What's it say? Place it under a friendly common within 3 spaces.
Let's look up within.
Does within care about line
within
of sight?
X spaces. A card is within X spaces of another card. If you can reach that card by counting that many spaces. You can't move diagonally, but the spaces do not need to be empty unless specified.
Okay, so you can.
Well, bada boom.
Waboom.
Waboom.
Zach would say.
Yeah, my catchphrase.
Okay.
Do you ever feel like you're losing and then it just keeps getting worse?
Yeah, you know. Well, Frost.
I don't know how you play so many things without spending magic. I was taxed. I was very.
All my stuff has zeros on it.
And then
the thing.
The stuff you were playing was not easy to kill, so I couldn't get magic.
Maybe you're not supposed to kill it. You need to think outside the box here.
Just run.
Okay. Things that we like.
The stock.
We like Ice Golem on Mind Witch for 2 here.
I need some. I need to go to Whiff City.
First attack, doing 2 damage to you there.
He just won't miss.
Can't imagine. Second attack. I don't know what the better odds are here, but I only need 1 damage. So let's go 3 here versus 2 there. I don't know. You know, there's numbers and stuff.
Yeah, but you got wilds.
You got wilds.
You just need to hit
I don't
one.
need the damage. I just need the... Got 1.
Barely.
Yeah. Maybe it should always be. If you need consistency, maybe it's melee. Well, we can take a crack at it. Let's try this Mind Witch with Jarman there. 3 to 2. I just need 2 Bozies. I'm not gonna get him. Got 1 though. Got 1. All right. Done. All right, Ice Smith Thunder, you can't miss. That's good enough.
Yeah. Too big to fail.
Got another dice.
Over to me.
Yeah.
Clear stuff. Summon units. All right, I gotta think about my life.
I need to draw back. Hold on, I need the magic stuff. I need to draw back. 1, 2 for more magic. Did I kill 2 things that turn? You remember that? I can't remember. Was it 1 here and 1 here? I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Discard 2. Oh, and I do need a boost here. I don't imagine he's sticking around, but we'll try. We'll give it a shot. Wow. These cards are so good. Is what I'm curious about. So I should be, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's right, Kyle. Start at 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
When I copy abilities, what does that copy?
The ability, the text of it.
But like, what didn't it copy earlier?
It doesn't copy this guy being under here.
Yeah, I got it.
With
All right. Let's play a Wind Archer here. No more summons.
Your stuff seems to cost a lot more than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, we're going to move. I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2.
Would you quit touching my cards, please?
Just keep spinning. 1.
You scared?
No. This Wind Mage is going to attack here for 2.
Okay.
2 damage.
Got me.
Trigger its ability. We're going to move this here.
Okay. After seeing attacks, target a common or champion within 2, force it to move 1 space.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Wind Archer is going to shoot at your champion.
Okay. You're going YOLO town.
3 damage.
3 damage. It can happen.
And then can this Wind Mage shoot my own gate?
Can it? You can do it instead
No,
of attacking. You
I
can use
don't
the
wanna
wind
do that.
ability.
This is going to shoot here.
Okay. Dracula? Cthulhu, really?
2 damage.
Coming in.
And then I'm going to gain 4. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, all right. Summon phaser. Okay, okay, okay. Well, you can just really see how this is going to go, really. We're going to the start of the turn. Discard active event. Summon. I'm going to play Ice Ram. After moving or forcing a structure, a unit adjacent takes a damage. You may force the target one space, so it can push you back and around and stuff. We'll see if that matters.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Let's play 5 for... I don't know. There's value everywhere. I've got value in different area codes, man.
All value town.
It's like it's all just forever damage. Okay. Well. Right. We can't hate it. Oh man, there's a lot of different things to do here.
Welcome to Yellow.
So that moves there. That... We've got to be able to move. It's cool. Game's cool when it does these kinds of things. Right? Did you feel that way?
Yes.
Isn't this cool? Boom. Boom. I just need to get out of town. That's my life.
Just don't die.
Just don't die. I think that is right. Let's summon an Ice Golem there. And then...
Could also put him right here.
I will get to that stage of the game for sure. Let's summon an Ice Golem here as well.
Oh my god. I see what you're doing. Move next to me, do 1. Move next to me, do 1.
That is the idea, yeah.
These glaciers are sharp.
So, 3 moves. We're going to move 1 here on the Ice Golem. That's exciting. I like that.
And does it damage something?
Yeah, after moving target a unit adjacent to that structure, add 1 damage to the target. So, I feel like I'm really on more of an Outlast situation here. Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, put 1 on the...
You do eventually have to defeat me.
That's right. We will get there. Let's go 1 here. Do 1 there. And then... well, there are good ways to do this. I'm going to miss so much damage. I'm devastated. And then the last move, you made me target a friendly structure within 3 spaces. Let's go move here. Friendly structure within 3 is going to move there and do 1 there. And then we'll go to the build phase. I'm not going to build, but at the end of the build phase, spend 1 boost, 1 damage each enemy adjacent to 1 or more structures.
Here?
1 there. That's right.
Gain a magic.
Yeah. 1 there, 1 there. And this one is not. Okay. Cool. And then there's pushing and stuff and all that kind of the nonsense. Then we go to attack skis. Let's start. How many units did we kill there? 1? Let's get German. Gonna hit that Mind Witch for 3.
She gone.
Gain that magic. Then, okay. We'll go Safari here on the Wind Mage. For 2.
He gone. Not good.
And 1. Well, keeps Vara alive, you know. I feel okay about that. That's good. And then let's do a little attacky Ice Golem onto your Wind Mage there. 2 hits.
Boom.
Welcome to the jungle.
All right, so my summoner versus your board.
Yeah, that's right. And then I'll get rid of 1 Gain of Magic. Drop.
All right, let's go to summon phase. No good. We'll try it. Gualark coming in for 6. His flight, when he moves, he can move an extra space and 3 cards. Also, any friendly common that starts his move within 2 spaces of this unit gains flight during that move. So I assume they can also jump over stuff, which is fun. Not going to be hyper relevant here.
That's relevant for you to get here, right?
I'm definitely going to get there.
You're going to try to do the old assassination game. War Machine
so
YOLO.
We'll move. Yeah, he'll move here. This will move here. No, it's better not to let you summon. We'll stay there. I'll shoot here for 3. 2. And then I'll shoot with Wallark over on Savara. 2 damage. We're getting closer. And then how many do I got left? 2. So let's put 2. Let's get 2 energy. And get rid of.
And Jarm would attack too, so he actually gets loaded up again. This is the key to the strategy, man.
Jarman?
Yeah.
He's good.
He's the one. He's the one you want. You don't want it a while?
And it's over to you.
Okay. So it's up to me to not lose.
If you lose, I will be very impressed.
You're really good at losing, man.
It would be impressively bad. I don't know how you don't kill me here.
I'm going to try. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
But it's not always that easy. 6? 6 there. Okay.
I mean, surely you can get this thing next to me and punch me for a 10.
You think so?
I mean, move that thing to be within 2. Punch.
I can. I'm trying to get you big punches.
Welcome to my doom.
Okay, let's summon old Oleg. 1, 2, 3. There. Get 3 swords out.
It's crazy that these things are also games.
Yeah, dude, what's up? Welcome to the
bonk sounds.
Club. And then,
Oh, okay, cool. You paid 5 for that guy?
Yeah, I did. All the killing is powering everything I'm doing.
The trick is to stop playing units, I guess.
That is key. Yeah. And then the other, you can't get away from this guy is kind of the issue,
He's fast. Oh, Mike's saying you only paid 3 for him. He's 5.
Oh, thank you.
Now I know how you got so much magic.
That's how I'm winning.
Looks like an accounting error. Ask the outer team about it.
Okay, I'm going to move land.
Mm-hmm.
Can he shoot through stuff?
No. He can move through stuff. He's a flying monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Takuda's ability at one point would have been crazy, but it's a lot harder, at least against this list, to actually kill things. So
A lot of killing.
I also wasted pretty much all of my what are they called? My wind archers. Just did it totally wrong. But that's how you learn.
I kind of want to I'm going to play it cool, man.
You're winning.
That's right. First move is here.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and keep that tidy.
Yeah, I'm locked up.
Second move is going to be here. And then we're going to trigger this after it moves. Target a friendly within 3. Move it here. Friendly structure. And then our third move is going to be this guy getting towards the party. Third move will be here. Jarman's gonna get a piece. Okay, then we've got all the things that happen. Then we got the build phase. I'm gonna build a parapet here. Friendly units may attack through this card. Me, so I got a little parapet. And I'm gonna put a gate here. I think I'm safe, right?
What am I supposed to do about that?
I played X-Wing, you know? I know how to turtle up. All right, and then we're going to move to attack the build. At the end of the build phase, Jarman fires here. Anything next takes a damage. So 1 damage here for the gate, 1 damage there to Dracula. And then we go to attackies. Let's do Olag 3 on Tacula for 2. Gonna do 3? It's not conceivable to do 3 there, is it?
No.
So
you could have.
Then we'll do Ice Golem here onto Gwallerk. Gonna be worth 3 damage.
Waboom.
Waboom. And then Jarman's gonna do some damage there as well. 2 damage.
Alright, mine?
Yeah. Well, I'll discard this guy and... Yeah, sure. I've only got so many cards. I don't need that. I'll just wait.
Alright, mine?
Yeah.
Summon. Probably worth summoning something. Alright, let's go here for a Mind Witch. Let's go here for a Wind Mage.
See, your stuff's cheap.
But also easy to kill. Which then gets you resources.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a strikes and gutters, you know. Alright, let's go to move. We're gonna go...
Oh, and this guy needs a thing again. Sorry.
Here.
I touched my cards.
And then we'll go... She'll copy the Wind Mage. And then move. Here. And then we'll go to attacks. When our Mind Witch here.
Okay.
Right off the table.
Didn't you hit that?
3 damage.
Wow.
Then I'll trigger the Wind Mage ability. And...
Get some power for that or something.
Yeah. Alright. Move this here.
Alright.
Then Takula here.
Takula. Got it.
2 damage. Instead of destroying it, I'll take control of it.
You got it.
And then Wind Mage here.
Does it come in with full health? Or?
Instead of the damage, I would do just that.
Oh, very nice. I like that.
Wind Mage is going to shoot it there. 1 damage.
There? That's not enough.
It's not enough indeed. And then over to you.
Okay. Well, when it comes to the summons, we're not going to do that at all. We're not summoning anything. All right. Next up, I guess we could summon this little Ice Smith. That's worth something, right? It's not nothing. I just don't want him to be in the way. I feel like I'm gonna just mess it up.
I mean, you just need to do 3.
That's right. Yeah. So we just got to make that happen. So then we'll go to the move phase. And then we'll move this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll move Svara 1 up here and trigger this guy to move there. And then move back. Is that fair? Just do that and then move. And then that's all I really care to do, to be honest. I don't know. Everything's so confusing. I'll move that there. How about that?
Okay.
And then we'll go to the build phase. I'm going to play this Glacial Shift, target 3 structures, and move them.
Oh, no.
So 1, 2, 3. This guy goes up. Oh, this guy needs to move. Sorry. This guy come back. I do the old classic.
Yeah.
So this
Cincinnati
is the
Panzer.
first move. Second move. That's fine there. And then third move. I'm just going to go here.
Okay. Smart.
Structures. And then we'll end the build phase. Remove this. 1 to everything next to a structure. So this guy's on 1. This Dracula's on 1.
Okay.
And then we'll try to kill it. All egg on 3.
Dead.
2.
D-E-D.
Yeah, he got iced.
Boom.
He got iced.
I got froze. You want to go top down or regular cam? What's your take? 1.0 versus 2.0.
Oh man, that's a great question. I mean, obviously the game looks better in terms of more modern.
Yeah.
The game looks more modern and more vivid colors, more diverse cast of characters for sure. Art style is more approachable for a much bigger audience. And it definitely is built to look nice at digital formats as well.
Yeah.
Digital scales.
Which makes sense.
Bright colors, evocative art styles, those kinds of things. Great. It feels more strategic.
Okay.
It feels like there's more for you to kind of keep track of during the game and manage. That's because just naturally due to the higher healths, you're going to have more things on the board at once.
Yeah.
Old Summoner Wars was a lot of trading between units, and sometimes a big miss would happen, and then that would shift the tide.
Yeah.
And then you would try to balance it back out.
It almost feels to me like the original is slightly more chess-like in that your pieces get lost a lot more.
You have a lot more trades.
You're trading pieces a lot faster.
Trades. This pushes it more in the miniatures game direction.
I was going to say it feels more like a miniatures game.
Yeah.
Because it's more like a positional miniatures game where you're building and having your forces and stuff.
And there's a lot of, can I do 3 attacks on this one thing and get it off the board? If so, the strategy I had works really well. If I whiff on that, it kind of can really collapse.
In 1.0, it was more like, I have 2 opportunities to shoot this thing, so even if I miss, I can swing again.
Mm-hmm.
This feels way more like a miniatures game in that I need this to hit and this to hit.
I've got my plan going in.
To get there.
And I've got the whole thing.
And I fell subject to that early on. I thought it was going to remove something, it didn't. And then it was like,
yikes.
My plan kind of fell apart. I made a lot of mistakes as well. I think the design feels cleaner too. Like this structure, when you're drawing, not handing cards back and forth that are your opponents. Even just be able to clearly see how much energy you have instead of having to like splay out your cards or whatever.
It's funny how much, even with the gaining magic when you kill something, it was easier to not miss that when a card was leaving the board and you had to figure out what to do with it right then.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like a couple of times I just was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to gain energy from that. Now you would learn that after 3 or 4 games because like you don't miss that once you're actually playing Summoner Wars.
Yeah.
But I think it is kind of cool to have that moment where it's like something has left the board and it goes somewhere interesting.
Away.
But I'm keen on the Star Wars CCG style. Can we use the component parts and have less tokens and less stuff on the board?
Yeah.
But it's clearly better, and it makes a whole lot more sense if you're a digital integration as well.
Yeah, for sure. I also like conceptually, I don't know how it works or if you guys have experience with it out there, but the deck building mechanic to me, I think gives this game a lot more legs.
It's certainly different.
For people that really want to get in, but it is nice that it comes prepackaged the way it does. It kind of like Skyterra with the MOBA format where you have a pre-build and then you can dive really deep in it or not. So like in the first one, I remember really being into it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a point where it was like,
yeah, you can keep playing the simulation.
Yeah, it's like
over,
I've seen this faction versus this faction 30 times,
Yeah.
which is fine, and it comes out differently, and it's still a fun game. But it definitely, there was a point where I was just like, my interest curve at the end was low.
Well, and that's where deck construction games look to change the math, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like we can give somebody an infinite amount of enjoyment if they can always use new component parts to make something they like. So that makes sense that would happen. But there, I'm not throwing out 1.0, man. There's a beautiful simplicity to that game.
Yeah.
And there's a nice reality to keeping it in a more constrained, no weird combinations can happen, no crazy interactions can happen.
Yeah.
And the art style has a certain old school appeal to it as well, So the funny thing is, I don't think if you liked 1.0 and have it on your shelf, I don't think it's necessarily get rid of it for 2.
Sure. It's almost a
They're
different
different
experience.
enough experiences for me to say that you really should decide which one you actually like better.
Yeah. Which it helps that in 2.0 not only has an app, but they're going to keep having expansions for it. Like an active game and community. Of course, 1.0 has been finished for a while. So I can imagine, like, if you're a really big fan of 1.0 and you played it a lot, I don't know how much more legs that game has for you.
Right. Yeah.
It is what it is.
And sometimes that's nice.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you want to watch the rerun. You want to watch Fargo for the 18th time because
Absolutely.
You're familiar with it and it's great.
And in that way, it is even more like a board game.
Yeah.
Which is like, I know what I'm getting when I get into this box. Whereas this is starting to lean heavier card game for me. It
is.
There's
Once
more,
you have deck building, man,
there's deck building. There's more nuance going on. But overall, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of stuff that got cleaned up. Just about the structure of the game. Yeah. Which is nice to get to do. If you're a designer, like revisit a game a decade later is probably a great feeling.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. You see some of the design stuff that is leaning more in the digital tracking direction. Like even simple things of this is more health than I've ever had on a board in a game of Summoner Wars, previous to now, right?
Yeah.
Like 1.0, you have most things are like 1 health, and then some beefier things are 2 or 3, and that's usually 1 turn of assault, and they're off the board. So having things floating with a lot more damage on the table and having to understand where the damage is and how much they have left and all of that, it adds a tiny bit of complexity. It's nothing that anybody who's familiar with games can't handle, of course. This is not a terribly complex game. But it is more than what you would expect from 1.0. And the boost icon, now we got boost tokens that can go on things and then they can be removed for various. Yeah. Design space opens up a lot. I mean, you have tons of legs to design cards and content for the game, which I'm sure they ran into with 1.0. It's like, how much more can we do with this kind of limited framework?
Especially when everything you put out is just one new deck.
Yeah.
There's the multiplication happens when you actually can customize. Because like one new deck coming out is actually like revolutionary for the whole card pool. And I also know with 1.0, I'm not as familiar because I never got this deep on it, but there were certain decks that were like very oppressive and very good. And so then like if you're having events or you're having, it's just kind of like,
that's not good.
Well, you can't do that. And so like there's a reason they came back to it, right? It's like they kind of completed it, and then it was like not only can you streamline a lot of stuff, but also anything that was imbalanced, you can obviously take another shot at. And then, of course, because you can customize, when your deck is what your deck is, and the game wasn't designed to change it, if the deck's not good enough, it's just not good enough.
Yeah, you just can't ever be good with this.
It's like, here's my chess roster without any bishops or queens.
Yeah. It makes sense. I think the Cliff's Notes here are basically 1.0 was I would put, if you want to just talk about expectations, not component parts, but it's more board game than card or miniatures. And this is actually pushing away from board games into card and miniatures more. Yeah. The action on the table is more of a miniature style game. It's more chunky. There's more tracking. There's multiple attacks happening on the same unit. There's battle plans that are being formed in a longer term setting rather than just pop something out and shoot something. And then the card game with the deck customization and whatnot is there too. So it's a little bit more for those audiences, I would say, than 1.0 was. A lot of board gamers like Lewis, for instance, who was obsessed with this, I don't know if it's an easy transition to
Sure.
2.0. I would love to know if Lewis happens to be watching. I would love to know if
if you're watching it back later.
Yeah, if that's true. But if you just want a box that you pull off and you know the experiences you can offer and you can just dive right into it, 1.0 is still super relevant.
Yeah.
And then if you're looking for something to go a little deeper on, and this is a game you could definitely master.
Yeah.
You
And
can
of course,
see how this
you
goes
can try it
down.
on the app, which is really cool. But things of note for me before we get out of here, I like that the summoners had more health.
Yeah.
Just not being so afraid. It's still vulnerable. I was still starting to maybe snipe.
It's scary.
But a little more health. And then, even having the more complex board state, the unit's not just going away necessarily. I like that concept because in the first one, and I was valuing the math in 2.0 like I was 1, which is you just got to keep putting things on the board and they're all going to go away, but you just have to keep giving things for your opponent to attack because that's how they get energy, and then they're not attacking your summoner, so like that's good. In this game, it's like I was playing stuff and not really caring if you were going to attack it, but like resources are way harder to come by.
Yeah.
Especially against you. It was very difficult to kill your stuff.
Yeah, the chunky stuff.
So I do think I was strategically failing or tactically failing in that I was totally misvaluing the cards I was putting on the table, and then you were just taking them off the board.
Just blowing them up.
Yeah, and then you get energy
a lot of
from
direct
that,
damage, yeah.
and it's that advantage gets bigger and bigger as we went, and it was just it was clear about halfway through the game. It's like I probably made too many mistakes here.
Man, the last thing I would say about this, you want to know what's interesting? It writes itself as an Ashes universe game. You know what I mean? Like, if you had Leo as your summoner and he was playing owls and glowfinches as the units, and then you had Aerodel as your summoner and playing blue jaguars and that kind of thing, it's kind of crazy how easy you could combine that universe and just have Ashes as essentially your theme, and then you have a Summoner War style game in Ashes, and you have a CCG style game in Ashes. Not that they should do that, because there's a lot of attachment to these characters as well. But it's like, that's interesting. So you could have one property that you have these different games under.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe they'll have an Ashes version at some point.
They could at least do
or like
that.
a pack or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
They could do a core box. That's just
I'll tell you, get some Ashes players into this. Although most of us are probably already playing it if we're going to. So
That's
maybe
right.
not the best marketing decision. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun to explore this. Great job, Plaid Hat. Always fun to see what you guys are up to, and honestly impressive getting this out so quickly.
That was fast.
I was surprised by that.
Because we were talking. I think Ashes Reborn got out there fast too, but it was a year and a half ago. Talking about Ashes Reborn, and then Summoner Wars when Colby bought Plaid Hat back. So in a year and a half, rebooted 2 IPs, which is a lot of work.
Yeah,
Just
but did
a lot
it?
of work. Yeah.
All right, take care, everybody. Hey, we'll see you next Thursday or Monday or whenever you want to stop on in. And even if it's not something you typically play, we'd love for you to come in and join us and either learn something new or just say hi, hang out for a second, and relax. So we'll see you then. Take care.